Hey there, happy Friday, StarCraft fans. It's Aqua Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of a Friday Brood War stream. A little bit earlier than normal. Sorry for throwing off the normal schedule, but hey, got some family stuff going on later today. Needed to do the stream a little bit earlier, and thanks for being flexible. Today we have Best, Larva, Snow, Stork, and some live games scheduled as always for the Brood War stream. Trimmed up the beard a little bit today. A little more trimmy. Got the hair off my neck, which is always kind of gross. And I uploaded a new Falcon Revs Up TV show video here. So let's check out the playlist for TV and movie essays that I've been doing. And what are we looking at now? Yeah. Here we go. So, check it. So we've got Netflix's Department Q. It's a Netflix show that I just watched over the last week. It came out about a month ago on Netflix. It's an adaptation of some Swedish mystery detective novels. There are about 10 of the novels, and I think the first book was adapted to this first season. It's written and directed by Scott Frank, who did The Queen's Gambit and Godless, two other Netflix adapted properties from the last 5 or 6 years that I really enjoyed. So check out Netflix's Department Q here. My review of it, about halfway through, I spoil stuff. So just keep that in mind if you are interested in watching it. It's got Matthew Good. It has some incredible accents in there. It's a good time. So check out my review of that one. I also did a review on 28 Days Later. I did Final Reckoning by Mission Impossible. I had The Accountant 2. I did a couple Andor videos as well when that was out. Really enjoyed that. So check it out on the channel, on the YouTube. You know how this works. I put a link into the chat here. All right, back on out to the normal place. What's up? Nedward Philanders. Ooh, it is evening for Ned. All right, that's fair enough. Let's see what part of the world you're in if it's already the evening time. What do we think? Maybe somewhere like, I don't know, Taiwan? I mean, I guess it could, it's like 8 hours ahead, right? Oh yeah, I guess Britain is 8 hours ahead of America, just about. So definitely could be somewhere in England, Scotland, Wales. Oh, also Department Q, which I just linked in the chat there, is set in Edinburgh, Scotland. So if you're interested in that setting, if you like Scottish accents, that's probably a good thing for you to check out. Additionally, the main character is English. So if you like British accents and Scottish accents, excuse me, side by side, then that works for me. You should check out the link. All right. We're good. We're ready. Let's see what happened. The Jazz drafted Ace Bailey in the draft. He is not reported to Utah to camp yet. And, not a great sign, but overall, we'll see how that goes. So let's get some stuff going here. We've also been playing some Clair Obscure Expedition 33 out there, right? Out there on the Twitch, on the YouTube channel. What's up, Jinx? Happiest of Friday, sir. And let's see if we can grab a best game to start this thing off. Best did make it to the finals of ASL 19. And really, I mean, it took Sulky to, oh, was it 6 games or 7 games? Can't remember if it was 6 or if it was 7 games that Best took Sulky to. But either way, he worked hard for it, man. He didn't win, but he gave Sulky everything he could handle. So we've got JYJ versus Best here on Fighting Spirit. We'll get a prediction rolling out. Best, JYJ. Now, JYJ is an ASL champion. Bump, 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 bump. So top right, JYJ, ASL champ. Top left, it is best. Oh, now I'm second guessing myself. As best won an ASL championship. Let's take a look real quick at his resume out on the Wikipedia, which is always fun. Let's see, post-Kespa era, trivia and facts. No. No. He did win the 2008-2009 Shinhan Bank Pro League. Oh, that was a team situation, though, so I don't really give people credit for teams. There you go. That second place in ASL 19 is about as good as he's ever done. I guess he did. That's another team situation. That's team, that's team, that's team. Yeah. So it looks like he's got some good team stuff, but by far the best he's ever done in StarCraft is taking second place in ASL 19 to Soul Key. So that is fair. I mean, if that was my best achievement in StarCraft, that I had taken Soul Key to like 7 games in an ASL final, that would be insane. Oh, Flandy changed his name to Nedward Flanders. I figured that might be somebody else, but no, it's just Flandy. Although he should have known better. There can't be 2 people watching the YouTube stream who are both naming themselves after Ned Flanders from The Simpsons, right? Probably not. Jinx has been very busy. Well, that's good. I think being busy is better than being bored. Although, I don't know. Sometimes if you've been busy for a while, it's better to be bored for a while. Just kind of relax and unwind. Both players getting their gas. No sign of crazy, crazy fast expansions here. We're going to get Vultures. We're going to get Dragoons. We're going to take each other extremely seriously. There's only one Ned Flanders fan on the whole stream. I know. But then he changed his name to Nedward Flanders. He used to have Flandy in there somewhere. That's okay. People change their name a lot. We've had Jack change his name a whole bunch too. Cybercore coming in. We're going to get a factory before we expand if we're JYJ. There's only one Ned Flanders fan on all of Steam. I mean, I don't see how that could possibly be true. I mean, maybe not the exact name is replicated, but I think the concept of something to do with Ned Flanders out on Steam has got to be out there. Factory coming in. Cybercore, we're going to work on the upgrade as soon as he has the gas for it, which is technically... Oh, made a Dragoon first. What's up, Calvin Fu? And there's the range upgrade coming in for those Dragoons. All right on time, fancy free. Everything is good that way. Well, fair enough, Jinx. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong. Steam has like millions of players, millions of accounts. I just can't imagine. And The Simpsons is a widely, hugely popular show. Back when Steam was new, especially in the mid-2000s and late 90s, like it was like one of the greatest, most popular shows in the world. So I imagine like there's probably like a Principal Skinner out there and Dr. Hibbert and everything else. What's up, Yang Han 9816? Hello. So, Steve the SCV getting shot in the face by a Dragoon. But what else is new? He's going to get shot in the face with a Dragoon in a PvT pretty much every time. There's the expansion. Floating the racks down to kind of help wall off a little bit. Dragoon pressured 3 Marines to deal with it. No bunker from JYJ, which I kind of like. I've always felt like if you went factory before expand, you don't need a bunker. You've got Marines. You got like a siege tank coming in and a Vulture and Spider Mines, and this one Dragoon is not going to kill you. I mean, if it was a proxy 2-gate, maybe. Yeah, see, there you go. See? Lots of Simpsons fans on Steam, and they just search up other Simpsons character names and add them as friends. That's funny, Flandy. I like that idea. Are you stuck? No, you're not stuck back here. You're just on break. That's what you're doing. You're on break. You built a supply depot. Now you on the brakes. Robotics facility coming in. Is that going to be for detection or is that going to be for Reavers? Or porque no los dos? Armory on the way. He's really worried about getting dropped fast. This guy wants Goliaths as soon as possible. It's best. He knows it's best. This Doge name is very, very, very common for best to use. A lot of the time. If not, I mean, all of the time here. So, let's see if he goes into support bay. No. No. Observatory, yes. Hard walled against Vulture showing up and trying to get spider mines inside the base. Spider mining right on top of this wall might work. He's got one spider mine between these two vultures, though, and this guy's got none left, so never mind. We used all of our spider mines defensively and out on the middle of the map, and just to slow any kind of Dragoon pressure that might be coming. Classic stuff here from JYJ. Tank production, yes, already has a tank out. He built a bunker now? Why do you have a bunker now? You held off the early Dragoon pressure with not a bunker, and now you build a bunker? Actually, the armory seems to be for a fast +1 vehicle attack, or it can also be for making Goliaths as necessary. So I don't know. Everything looks pretty normal here, right? Academy coming in from JYJ. Siege mode on the way. He is making a Goliath. Citadel coming in for ZeLoT legs. Maybe a little bit of DT action. But with the spider mines out on the map, DTs are going to be hard pressed to get anything done. Comsat's on the way too to help account for the fact that DTs are swinging in here. You know, I'm just waiting for Reavers to pop up because I think that'd be great. Best does like his Reavers quite a bit. Third base. Third base is escorted. No Dragoons die. Vulture dies. Probe gets picked off by Spider-Mine, though. Ah, that sucks. That really sucks. Well, I mean, Spider-Mine delayed the third base at least a little bit, so that's kind of a nice win from JYJ. This third base should already be warping in, and it's not. Another observer cruising out to see what's going on. Ooh, a Stargate, though. Hold on. Hold on. A Stargate at 7 minutes is best going. This is JYJ, Jinx. ASL champion from season 17? 16? Somewhere around there. So he's going to go 3-base carrier here. Seems like it's possible. Templar Archives coming in. Psystorm to support the carriers and the Dragoons and the Zealots and whatnot. What's up, Yanghan? Says hi again. How do you spell JYJ? It's spelled JYJ. It's right up here. JYJ. Observer gets picked out there. Oh, it's Arbiters. Okay. Oh, you'd scroll down so you couldn't see his name up there. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense, Jinx. I've done that before, too. We've got Arbiter Tribunal. So, interesting. Not carriers. Arbiters at 8 minutes, which is not 2-base Arbiter, but it's 3-base Arbiter, which, fair enough. I support it. I like Arbiters in PvT. I think this is a 2021 replay or so, so Arbiters have kind of fallen out of favor in 2025 with the PvT, but back in 2021 they were a little bit more popular. So let's go ahead and see what kind of stasises we get on these tanks, what kind of recalls we might get as well. They changed stuff in StarCraft 2. I mean, yes, but not like a ton. When's the last time you played StarCraft 2, Philandy? Nice ob snipe. Man, the obs have been getting killed at an alarming rate today. Is he out of obs? He might be out of obs. Nope, he's got one here and he's got one here. Just kidding, he's totally fine. You gonna burn another scan on killing this obs, sir? JYJ, 2-base pushing, man. No sign of a third base. Vulture's poking, see what we're dealing with. Sieging up. Sieging up. Just getting a little bit closer. This is a good place to put your tanks. Okay, so yes, hatcheries are cheaper now. Big attack swinging in. Zealots going for the tanks, but the Vultures thinning their numbers out. But before they reach there, Dragoons, I don't know if there are enough to handle this. This is looking really tough for Best all of a sudden. There are still 4 tanks here. The Zealots are dead. The Dragoon count is only about 9. Plus there are spider mines they have to get through. Plus there are Vultures and Goliaths providing their DPS here as well. Stasis is on the way, but it's nowhere near done yet. And this is looking really bad for Best. This front door is getting pushed in and crushed in right now. Nexus gonna die. I mean, I don't know. I can't predict it's going to die, but okay. Now we have the cloak. There's a scan, though. And the cloak is worthless. He thought he would be able to benefit from it. Marsara guy, thanks for the resub at tier 1 for 8 months in a row. ZeLoT's Best desperately trying to hold on as the Inception movie music plays in the background. He sieges up again. I can't see. He can't see this. Look at that. Spider mines will still trigger on invisible stuff, though, because they can see them. Oh, the spider mines are such a great move. This is really bad. This guy back here's got 1 kill. The Nexus is going to live as we're pretty much out of buffer for these tanks. It's a 4-kill tank and a 1-kill tank, and Best barely manages to hold on. He takes a ton of damage. Fudu is natural Nexus, but it's fine. Thank you for the resub, Marsara guy. Vulture's popping up. Getting spider mined, as you do if you're a Dragoon in a PvT. You're going to catch a spider mine in the face at some point, probably. Yeah, look at this. My gosh, the Vulture aggression here. Killing Dragoons, pitting these Dragoons in a corner. Nobody puts Dragoons in a corner. And chasing down another tank. The Arbiter wants to finish off the tank, and the Zealots do as well. Working together there. It's 85 to 93 supply. Best is up, but not as much as he wants to be. A drop of Vultures into the main base, and a siege tank sieges up here too. Arbiter providing cloak for these probes. They do get scanned out though. Oh, the probes attack. The probes are attacking the tank. The Vultures are crushing them though. Oh, this worker count is not ideal. 4 kills on the tank. He tried to unsiege and get out of there, but no. No, not at all. Wow. All right, so we've calmed down a little bit here, but yeah, StarCraft 2 hatcheries are cheaper. Hydralisks do have an upgrade that let them kind of boost a little bit once every like 120 seconds. Like the cooldown's really long. I don't think it's very good. It's not nearly as good as Stim. If it increased their attack speed and you could do it like every, 2 seconds like Marines can, then I would be more happy about it from a Hydra perspective, but no, it doesn't. And yes, Brood War has not had any balance changes since 2003 and still remains really balanced. I think, just a testament to how the players figure stuff out. Although considering Sulky's won 4 straight ASLs, maybe there needs to be some kind of a balance, huh? Some kind of a balance patch. Vultures into the 3rd base. Oh my gosh. Every time I look up at Best worker count after he loses a bunch of workers, he still has 50 of them. Oh, quick Dark Archon coming in. What the what? For what? Feedback on like a science vessel? Maelstrom only works on biological things, and there aren't any of those. Dropship up the left side. What's the counter to Arbiter Recall? I mean, you're only going to see it against Terran, and for Terran, the answer to Arbiter Recall is EMP. If you EMP an Arbiter, it becomes a flying paperweight, effectively, especially in late-game PvT, where science vessels exist and scans are plentiful, and the cloak doesn't do anything, and it's really just there for recall and stasis. If you knock all of its energy out, it's worthless. Tasteless calls it that. Calls it an expensive paperweight if you EMP an Arbiter. So yeah, EMPs, ooh, against Arbiters are a good way to shut them down. You can lock them down, but you're not going to have ghosts in TVP either. Third base getting generally saved by the 7 pylons that are used to wall off the top ramp and the bottom ramp here. Vincent says, happy early Independence Day. We've got like a week. We've got like, yeah, 7 days before it's Independence Day, but yes. Happy almost Independence Day. Now look, behold, the science vessels are here. I don't know what the Dark Archons are for. Why does he have 2 Dark Archons? Is he going to research mind control and maybe try to mind control a science vessel? That'd be really fun. I wouldn't have too much value. I guess you could put D-Matrix on your own units and EMP enemy science vessels with your science vessel. Where's Savior Sword, man? You're welcome, Liquid Garbage. Savior Sword would love this if it is mind control. It can't be. It can't possibly be mind control. That's too much. Trying to set up a 4th base up the top. Side there is best. 3rd base from JYJ came down the right side as well. These Dragoons are fleeing for their lives. Flee, flee, flee. Nobody... Yeah, flee, 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 flee. Get out of there. And they're like, why do you have Dark Archons? What are they for? Again, feedback on science vessels. Maybe that? There you go. Feedback's a science vessel. Almost kills it. Knocks all its energy out. One good turn deserves another here. Charging in from all sides. D-Matrix does get thrown up. Stasis on like 6 or 7 of the tanks in this group. Only 3 avoided it. D-Matrix tank doing a lot of work here. Vultures coming in to try to assist at the same time, but the last tank should get target fired. A little bit of Goliath attack on the Arbiters while we're at it. This is insane right now. Dark Archons, Arbiters, and Stasis. Man, what an engagement. Yeah, man. Best wins it. He doesn't have much to clean up these tanks once they come out of stasis, which is going to be any second now, and there it is. We're out of stasis. He's got... Oh, he re-stasises 3 of the tanks. Brings in reinforcements to kill the ones that didn't get re-stasised. Dude, Best, what is happening right now? This is awesome. What a game. 12 o'clock base is coming in. Spider Mines and Barracks are observing that happen. Can't do anything about it. 134 to 125 supply. Best is up on JYJ. He's not, you know, he wants to be closer to 20 to 30 supply up on the Terran player, but he'll take this if he can get it. Nice work if you can get it, they say. Reinforcing stuff continuing to flood in here from JYJ. I mean, he's 2, 4, 6, 8 factories here on 3 bases. Jinx's new hero is Best for these stasises and these feedbacks. Look at these Arbiters, just pew, 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 pew. They killed a tank. Then like 3 Goliaths show up, and they got to get out of there because one of them died immediately. Well, pretty good army back there, right? We got +1 attack on those Dragoons. Ooh, +3 is already done from JYJ, though. Holy crap. Just goes up the ramp with Spider Mines. Just, ow. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. That could have been so much worse. Okay, JYJ holding on. This battle has been going on and off for the last 10 minutes. Another big stasis goes down, but is it enough of a big stasis? That's the question. Okay, I got the thumbnail updated. Fancy, fancy pants here on the YouTube. He feedbacked another science vessel. Did he kill it? He's got 2 kills on this Dark Archon, and the only way he's killing anything is with feedback. So, yeah, he must have. This is nuts. What's up, Jordan? Happy Friday, man. Charging in. Arbiter gets picked off by the remaining couple Goliaths in this mix. I'd like to see more Goliaths, I think, out of JYJ. This stasis is really ruining him, but, I mean, he's fine, right? It's even supply right now, which is never how you want to do it as a Protoss player. Zealots charging into Vultures. No. Tanks into Dragoons. Yes. I think despite all these shenanigans... he's going to lose his natural base to Vultures, man. What is this? They've got +3 attack. Look at all this probe death we're getting. Natural Nexus dies to Vultures. Worker count, he had a nice worker lead. Now it's 49 to 44 in favor of the Terran. Trying to trigger Spider Mines on these Vultures. It doesn't work. They don't trigger. And they don't kill the vultures. Incredible stuff. Meanwhile, a bit of an attack into the third base of JYJ. Not much, really, though. I like that he's tooling around with this Dark Archon. What's up, Purple? Happy weekend, sir. Good to see you here. Tanks firing on the fourth base of Best at the 12 o'clock position here. Getting vision with the barracks. Not going to last forever. It's already pretty injured. But if the cannons... Well, the Nexus died. Work is done. Trying to get up this ramp. It's tough. Attempted a fourth command center. Why is he still going this way? JYJ sometimes... Dude, he's just going to lose it. He's just going to lose the command center for nothing. He could have pulled it back to safety and kept it alive. I don't know. I'm not JYJ. I'm not an ASL champ. I don't know why you would do that. Dark Archon, not enough energy for a feedback. I think he tried, or maybe the Arbiter tried something. Probably caught an EMP, though. Arbiter is down to single-digit energy. So, I don't know. Best retaking the fourth. Natural base, don't bother. There's not enough resources here to make it worth it, although there is 1,600 gas. That might be worth retaking the Nexus, but it's a lot of money right now. Ah, Purple. We did a bit of an earlier stream today. I've got a family event I've got to get to later, and so rescheduled the stream to be now instead of in about 4 hours. 'Tis the nature. I know a lot of my American audience is still at work, but, you know, we get a lot of StarCraft. It's not like this is the only time they can see me. Welcome back, please. Science vessel picked off again. Obs gets sniped out. Bit of a counterattack attempt here. He's like, I can. Why are there SCVs coming this way? Is he trying to take the center? JYJ? What a cheeky move, governor. You're just going to randomly walk SCVs out here because you want to take the center. Half of them die. Half of them manage to live because they took the right path instead of the bottom path. We'll see. We'll see, please. We'll see what we have time for. Yeah, exactly. Liquid garbage. A little bit early for the Europeans, which means the numbers are a bit lower, but that's okay. We'll try to cultivate our European audience when we can. Too much Terran here. I like the idea here from Best to get up in this bait. He's not going to kill it. It's just Dragoons don't have the DPS to kill SCVs in any real amount of time. These Zealots killing the SCVs, maybe. Ooh, he stasis his own Dragoon on the ramp so the Terran can't get up it. Gosu maneuver from Best. What a game this is. Okay, with the Zealot support, maybe it's kind of working out. SCVs trying to get out. They can't. You can't walk through stasis. He stasis is the other side of the ramp. So these SCVs can't get out of here, and the Zealot's like, arr, arr. I've got 2 kills and 7 hit points. Ah, and the SCVs killed him in self-defense. Counter attack from JYJ, trying to get up to the natural base of Best, but he's got stuff. What's up, Corbin Dallas? What's 3225 mean? Is that when you joined the stream at the 32-minute and 25-second mark? He gets it. He gets the third command center. And he knocks JYJ's economy out of it. He has no more mining anywhere. Dude, Best is up 113 to 56 supply. He killed every one of the SCVs of JYJ during that attack. JYJ still... I have to recast this for the main channel. I must recast this for the main channel. They will want to see this. What a game. I think Best came back from an impossible position with a very brave attack on the third, stasised the ramps, massacred the SCVs. JYJ has no money anymore. Man, if only he'd kept that fourth CC alive instead of letting it die for no reason, huh? That would have been nice. And that's it. JYJ, he's out. And Best is your winner in 24 minutes and 40 seconds. What an insane showing. Oh my gosh, what an insane showing there from Best. Yeah, he lost his fourth base and his natural base today, and he won anyway. What a baller. Like, there's a reason this dude was in the finals of ASL 19. It's because he's pretty good, it turns out. He was feedbacking science vessels. The stasis were so hot and heavy today. He was stasising like just nonstop. Nonstop stasis on these +3 tanks. Yeah, you can stasis anything. You can stasis Jinx. You can stasis critters. You can stasis any unit on the map, your own included. And sometimes we see in fastest map, players actually stasis their own probes if a storm drop is coming. So the storm can't hurt them, because when you're in stasis, you can't take damage. But yeah, I thought this was a last gasp from Best. I thought he was coming over here and like maybe he'd kill a couple SCVs, but then I don't know. Then bad things would happen and all of his stuff would die and he wouldn't win. But you do not have a full picture of all of the details. And now you're a dead nerd. That's right, JYJ. Purple's requesting a ZeLoT game today. We might have one available for you, but let's see what we got in the archives. So nicely done, man. Best pulls it off. Wow. He even got outpointed today. JYJ had more points than he did. Well, at least in the kill count. He won overall, but got outproduced by JYJ. Outkilled JYJ, but just by a little bit. Structures raised, resources, a big enough chunk in 24 minutes to get the win. That was incredible. Incroyable. Yeah, I'll do it, JYJ. I'm going to make a note of it right now. Recast Best versus JYJ for main channel. Bam. So you'll know it when you see it. Okay, good. Yes. C'est bon. C'est bon. Did I call you JOIJ? I might have done that. Sometimes my brain gets away from me when I'm casting and trying to do a million things at the same time. All right. So, what else is going on here? I do have a new video. It is simply called, it's about a Netflix TV show called Department Q, which is about an English detective working in a Scottish police department in Edinburgh, Scotland. Pretty great show, honestly. I think it's 9 episodes on Netflix. It's pretty good stuff. You should check it out. I just posted it like 30 minutes ago, so be early on it. I also talked about 28 Days Later, and Final Reckoning, and The Accountant 2, and Andor, and a lot of Andor back in, you know, May when that was happening, May and April. So check that out. Toot, toot, toot. That is true, Jinx. It is not that far away. Yeah, see? Purple knows what I'm talking about. He's from Scotland. Guess we could just pin this, huh? I always forget about pinning. What's up, Albran? Unable to pin. Something went wrong. I'll make you say something went wrong. Wait, you did actually say something went wrong. Okay. Well, YouTube let me pin it, so... Can I pin another message? Alright, alright. Let me try this somewhere else real quick. Yeah. Sometimes.
Awaken, my child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
Well executed. Well executed. There is a reason that's my follow notification, isn't it? I just needed to hear it again. That's fair. What's up, freaking Starboy? Is the chat malfunctioning on YouTube? Yeah, fourth wall break. All right, sounds good. Liquid garbage. Thanks for the garbage. Thanks for hanging out. All right, you want a ZeLoT game? I can give you a ZeLoT game. It's not going to be crazy long because it's kind of hard to find ZeLoT games that are long. Right? As everybody knows. So let's see if we can dig one out. Sounds good, Starboy. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, YouTube is being weird about that, isn't it? I can see what you're talking about. Do we have a ZeLoT game in this 2025 folder? Oh, we do. All right, Bisu versus ZeLoT. Let's go. How's that sound? How's that sound for a day? Bisu, ZeLoT. Prediction up. Let's go. Top side of Dominator, it's ZeLoT. Bottom side, it's Bisu. So a blue versus brown PvZ on Dominator. It's on Dominator, so you know it's a new map. This is not something from 2021 or whatever else. 2008, maybe. Yeah, purple. He does weird stuff, dude. I will never forget the PvZ that I cast of his where he got a hive and then only used the hive for Adrenal. He didn't make a Defiler Mound. He didn't get Guardians or anything. I think it's this game. I think it's this game. Bisu v ZeLoT. Oh, Yanghan has Please Eat Me. Okie doke. Well, we've got an overpool opening here, which Bisu scouts first. It's a 3-player map. He chose the right direction. 50-50 chance. And got up here to see the pool timing. So you want to Forge Expand in that situation. You can do a gate. But against ZeLoT, I'd feel safer getting a Forge, getting a cannon up faster. What's up, Mass? How's it going? Oh, everybody is actually missing their chosen handles. And instead, yeah, there's the Forge. Their regular handles are showing up. That's interesting. Sounds good, Purple. Yeah, I got not a ton of ZeLoT on the channel, but I think it's enough to be pretty awesome. Taking a second base over here. Worried about the pro blocking his natural base. Remember, there was some pro blocking and I didn't see it. Lings are out. Forge cannon expand. Forge expand cannon, I guess, is the actual setup there. Welcome back for Prime. Happy Friday, man. Welcome to the almost weekend. Some of you guys are on the weekend, especially if you are in the UK or the EU. Lots of weekending over there. Great snipe on that probe. That is not easy to do with slow lings, and he got it. So Gateway, Terror the Overlord scouting out, being like, hey, what you up to, sir? You got a cannon already? Cool. I'm not going to try to ling flood you then. Let's get some gas up. Let's get my second base. Let's play this at least relatively normal for now. Got a couple lings. He might have enough lings to be thinking about going for a run by. But a run by with slow lings, it's not a very appetizing idea. Welcome back, Zion. Are my StarCraft 2 games viewers submitted? Because if they are, I got a cheesy one. Void Rush versus BC Rush. Yeah, I actually do a cheese compilation for StarCraft 2 about once every couple of months. So if you want to send me that replay to falconpaladin@gmail.com with a subject of cheese, I'll see about getting you in to the cheese comp, the next one that I do. He's going for a slowling run by, and the probes are trying to stop it. This is pretty good by Bisu. He does get... Alright, killed most of them. 2 got in, which is a giant pain in the neck because you have to pull these probes off to fight them, and Zealot's got to chase him around, but the Zealot is even slower than slowlings, if that's even possible. I know, Jinx. It's crazy annoying, right? There's a Zerg player in StarCraft 2 who goes by Raynor. That's also annoying. I think if you chose a name that's specific to one race in StarCraft, you should only play that one. I feel like there was somebody who went by Hydra that also played Protoss for a while. And it's just like, guys, if you're going to choose a name based on something Zerg, Protoss, or Terran, stick with it. If you want to change races, change your name. Nice, Zion. That sounds great. Yeah, I know it's spelled different, but it's still Raynor. It's pronounced exactly the same. Toss Girl was a Terran main. That's another great example. Stream dying. Come on, Stream. You can do it. Figure it out. Figure it out, Stream. Did we recover? You guys noticing any lagging? You should have noticed a little bit of lagging. Jinx says, I don't know the last time I watched a PvP was. Did you know that I actually posted a PvP this week, Jinx? Did you know that? Because it got about half the views of everything else that I've ever posted on the channel. So, Bisu versus Mook PvP from Wednesday. There you go. Stream looks good. Stream looks good. If you go by charge but play Zerg, does that count? Says Purple. No. I don't think that counts. Calling yourself charge is a generic enough term that I don't think it's race specific. It's also funny in StarCraft casts, you can talk about race, and it kind of sounds you're talking about human races, but it's not. Corsair's on the way. Jinx, no problem, man. The algorithm sometimes doesn't show people all the stuff they don't think people want to see. So, enjoy your PvP with Bisu and Mook that I just posted on the channel like 2 days ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Wednesday. Cheese compilation goes to YouTube, please. Here, check it out. There's your cheese. Hiders are here. They're going to try to put some pressure up. But, I mean, that's not weird, right? Nothing Zealot's doing here is out of the norm for PvZ. He was called Go Terran Go, and he played Zerg. And he hated Terran. We could do one, Mass. Sounds good. Jinx. All right. So, 3 Basin. Macro hatching, not sunkening. He says, I will put the pressure on. I don't need to worry about Zealots. I'm going to keep Bisu locked inside his base. Tries it 1 cannon down. 2 cannons down. Can he get the 3rd and the 4th one? That would help immensely if he could. He's trying to find a position where he can cancel this upgrade. He found it. He found the spot. Oh, maybe not. He's going to work on the gateway first, but this upgrade is almost done. These Zealots do not have speed yet. They are willing to go out there to save this upgrade. Losing it sucks. Okay, here we go. How many Hydras can you get firing on that thing? It's getting close to finishing. Oh my gosh. The Zealots are going to have to move out. They're going to have to move out, and they do. And they buy enough time to save their own +1 attack. Talk about working for your own upgrades. That's great. Got it. Now the Forge can die. Bisu doesn't care. Wonderful. Lairs on the way. Speed for the Zealots is done. They've got the +1 attack and the speed, which is a great recipe for killing Hydralisks, which don't have any upgrades. Well, they've got speed and they have range, but no attack or armor at this stage of the game. More macro hatches at the third base. I guess that's where all the macro hatches go, is over here. And it kind of walls off against Zealots too, sort of. Sort of, abortive. Corsair production continuing here. Is he working on a +1 attack for these Corsairs at all? This guy's got 2 kills. How did he get 2 kills? Because ZeLoT was busy somewhere else and was not keeping his overlords alive. That's how. This Hydra is like here to protect all 3 of these overlords. They're kind of spread apart. That's a big job for a Hydralisk. What's up, Nordterm? Welcome to the stream. Hello again. Hydralisks. Zealots charging in. They've got that upgrade. They're ready to rock. They will rock around the clock tonight. Lurker aspect on the way. Storm coming in here too. Dragoon range. Probably done by now. Psy Storm. High Templar. I mean, all sorts of great stuff coming in here from Bisu to deal with the Hydra Lurker stuff that I hope ZeLoT doesn't commit to too hard. How come some StarCraft players make the lair in their natural? I don't know. Sometimes they have more defense in the natural base than in the main. And they want to keep it alive. Okay, Zealots charging in. 1 sunken. See? Ah, that's not enough Hydras. 1 sunken, yes. Can shove this away. A sunken at the third base would be so cool. He's got one up there too. So these Zealots are going to try to find some purchase. They are covering the Corsairs to get another Overlord kill. No upgrade for these guys, but... I mean, 2 Corsairs can get a bunch of Overlord kills, as this guy has 4 kills now. Holy crap. And this guy has 1. Once again, 1 sunken. I swear, I promise you, if there wasn't a sunken in this base, Bisu would have charged into that third. He would have gone for it, and I think he would have gotten it too. Oh, there's a DT. Whacking drones, because you don't have any Overlords up here at the third base. And then he did. So it wasn't a complete and total disaster, but it's 50 to 36 workers in favor of Bisu, and Zerg players everywhere not feeling good about this. Pylon, pylon, gate, 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 Psy Storm, yes, High Templar generating enough energy to get a storm. All 3 of them have enough energy for exactly 1 storm right now. Overlords moving out. Zealots running around trying to find a 4th base for Larva, if there's one anywhere else on the map. I'm just watching the production tab for a Queen's Nest. Although Ventral Sacs kind of works, right? You can take a position that's tough and either go for Hive Tech or get drops out. Try to drop on the main base or the third base whenever Bisu goes for that and see what you can get done that way. Not a bad idea. They did, Nordterm. Nah, I'm sure the DT knew what was going on, right? He recognized, look, if you're inside a Zerg base at any moment, an Overlord can show up. Whether it pops out of an egg, whether it flies from over here, he was just getting as much damage as he could before he got killed. And, you know, that's the nature of being a unit in StarCraft sometimes, is that you're gonna die. The only question is, how much work can you do before you die? I mean, I assume he's going for a third base, but I don't see it. It's not over here. There's not a ninja anywhere. These Zealots are now at +1 armor, in addition to the +1 attack they have. The Hydras have a +1 attack now. It's a lot of Hydras, man. I think he's going for a Hydra Lurker drop. He's kind of setting up over here to go for a drop inside the main base of Bisu. Bisu's getting another cannon up. I think he's sniffing this out. He's anticipating either a Mutatech switch, which cannons will help against, or he's detecting some kind of a drop. Yeah, here we go. The Corsairs are patrolling for this. What's up, Drago? Nice. All right, you've seen every live stream I've done over the last few months instead of radio and TV. Well, all right then. That is some dedication. Thank you for your support. Wow. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying this stream too. We got a third base coming in left side from Bisu. He's loading up. All right, Zealot doing zealoty things. I like it. I like it a lot. No Defilers, Zion. Not in this game. Doesn't look like we're going to get there. The Corsairs, I don't think they can stop this from happening. There's only 2 of them. Another cannon. Zealots running in position to try to stop this. Corsairs, nope. If there were like 4 or 5 Corsairs, they could do something, but 2 is not enough. Just kind of unloads in this corner here, right in the corner of the base for Bisu. Lurker's trying to clear out these Zealots as much as they can. No detection for these Zealots, and Observe is trying to get closer, but these Hydras are chasing it away and scaring it away for sure. Target firing down the high, there we go. The High Templar tech here with the Templar Archives going down, the Observatory going down. He does get the Templar Archives and the Observatory. Bringing in Dragoons to help deal with this. A little bit of Psystorm too. Zealots alone, we're not going to do it, but Bisu manages to shut it down after he loses those important tech structures, which he's already rebuilding. That Lurker had 3 kills before he gets wiped out, and the Zerg infestation is gone behind it. Zealot is not going for a hive. Corsairs are chasing the Overlords, gets one, loses a Corsair in the process, and continuing to flood down more and more Hydras and Lurkers from the top side of the map is Zealot. My goodness. 3rd base dying would be a good thing for Zealot. Getting a 4th base is also good, but there's just not a Queen's Nest. I don't know what to tell you other than there is not a Queen's Nest here. What's up, G22? Whoa. Oh, good Psystorms on these high ground Lurkers. Would be great if you could have more than on the stream. I mean, I post standalone VODs every day on the channel. You know about those, right? Like just focused casts once a day. Although not on Fridays, I guess. Anywho. Catch you later, 4 Prime. Back into the same position here. Hydras and Lurkers. Observatory dies again. I think the Templar Archives is relocated, yeah, to the left side of the main at least. Cybercore gonna get sniped down. It sure looks like it. Sure, might as well take that out. Not a bad idea. And this is actually, you know, if Zealot can do enough damage to Bisu here in the next 2 minutes or so, I think maybe he can win this game from this position even without Hive Tech. I mean, this is getting cleared out. Yes, obviously, but at the end of the day, the damage was done. It's a lot of Hydras, though. I don't know if that was worth. Yeah, I don't know that it was. 160 to 130 supply. Bisu's up 30 supply, which is where he wants to be. Plus, he doesn't have to deal with the Dark Swarm or Plague or Adrenalings at all. Oh, you want to? Oh, you like seeing team games from mortal players. Yeah, I get it. Dropping at the 3rd. Remember what I said about the 3rd base? Maybe being the key to victory here from Zealot. If Psystorm didn't exist, Protoss would lose every PvZ. Every single one. They would not be able to win this matchup. Period. Yeah, no. Ah, another drop inside the main. Dude, is Zealot gonna do this through the power of dropping? It's kind of working for him. The Hydras aren't exactly targeted with their attacks at all. Zealots trying to clear this thing out as much as they can. It's 47 to 31 workers, though, and suddenly Zealots way up in economy and down in army quite a bit here. There's the Psystorm. Ah, Gen X, that's so nice of you to say. You know, try to give you the entertainment every day.
I like your style, friend.
And
happy Friday, everyone.
Nice. He takes down the Nexus there. Thank you for the super chat, P4620. Yeah, sorry your display names aren't showing up in YouTube today. I'm not sure what's wrong with the platform, but appreciate the super chat. Getting closer to our goal today. Looking good. 1 out of 5. This 3rd base again under attack. Cannons. No, I think Zealot might have won this game here. I mean, it's not over exactly, but dude, if this Nexus falls, and I don't think he can save it. There's no way he can save this. Got it. Bisu gets knocked down to no mining at all. Bisu needs to get out there and start killing stuff or he's in a lot of trouble. It is definitely drop day today. We've had drops in both games, but I mean, Hydra Lurker drops are a little scarier than just a you know, one tank and a handful of vultures on the drop, I think, personally. But look at this. Just nonstop pumping Hydras. Nonstop pumping lurkers. He's got +2 attack. No armor on these guys. New third base coming in from Bisu on the low ground after it died earlier. He's back in the main base. He's back in the main base. The Mad Lad. The Mad Lad is back. Bisu. It's like, all right, this is stupid. What if I just kill you now? How does that sound? And one sunken Hydra lurker. Reinforcements coming in from the third base. Psystorm clearing out those reinforcements really effectively. And I don't know, Bisu might be able to win this thing. He's got a bigger army. Oh, the attacks inside the main are still a major problem. We're making sure the third base never comes back. This thing got canceled again, too. I don't know. This main base of ZeLoT looks like it's in an absolute ton of trouble. He's evacuating the drones with dropper lords. That's so good. Oh, I wish all Zerg players did this. Researching ventral sacks is such a great move for so many reasons. One of them, evacuating your drones when your base is under attack. Not bad at all. Yeah, YH had to reschedule the stream today. A family engagement popped up. My brother's in town from Idaho, and so we're going to hang out with him. I never get to see him anymore. So it is time to move the stream. That's all. No big deal. If ZeLoT can just hang on to these 2 mining bases, or even one of his mining bases, I think he's okay, but oh my gosh. Is he abandoning this one too? Yeah. He doesn't have enough money to rebuild a hatch there. The drones need to evac from this position if they can. Guys, you really need to evac out of here. Overlord dead. He's like, well, I guess I can bring the drones back into this base if the army's over here. Yeah, Drago, I appreciate that. So, mining, yes. Long distance mining, yes. Plus, making a new third base here, yes. This is tight. Yeah, I've got a couple viewers from Romania, so glad to see you here. These earlier streams are better for the European viewership for sure. Yeah, Gen X is from Singapore, and he appreciates this time too. I get it. I do. I mean, you can't set a stream time where everybody's happy with it. So, got to mix it up every once in a while. Bisu is back on a base. Okay, he's got 24 probes on a single base. He's got a pretty decent army here, man. 8 kill Dragoon, 9 kill Dragoon, 13 kill Archon, 9 kill High Templar, 8 kill High Templar. I mean, this is a veteran 14 kill Dragoon. This is a veteran Protoss army. They've got the splash damage. They've got the range to deal with lurkers with these Dragoons. Gonna try to come over here and take this base down. Overlord, see what they're dealing with. This is nuts, man. High Templar snipe. No. Don't go too far out here. ZeLoT, dude. I guess he does get another High Templar kill. And suddenly, if the High Templar and the Archons are gone, all it is Dragoons, and that's not going to be enough against these Hydralisks. You've got 2/2 upgrades on the Dragoons, yeah, but Hydra's the +2 attack and their range and how much they hit hard on Dragoons. We need some High Templar up this, which means we're kind of abandoning this base, but Larva doesn't have an army to swoop in from the right side and take it down while Bisu's out of position. He's falling back into position now. He's not leaving too far. What's up, Salad? From Poland, we got P.4620 from the UK. Yeah, you did do a pounds super chat, so that makes a lot of sense. How's it going, XCXE? Archons taking hits. But the storms are good, man. It's 77/41 supply. Dude.
I like your style, friend.
Thank you for the $5 Canadian YH. And no, Larva taps out. He GG's. He's just out of Hydralisks. He's on one base mining, sort of mining over here. The army is too big and too powerful for him to win with just Hydras and Lurkers. He's only got 17 drones, and he taps out, and Bisu is your winner. Yeah, he tried Lurker Hydras. He got really successful with his drops. He did kill a few of Bisu's bases a couple times. Incredible game from Bisu. Like, way to get the win here. Larva was this close to victory. Insane display. What a win. How's it going, Joe? And hello to Guadalajara. Welcome to the stream. Ah, man. Bisu pulled it out. I thought for sure ZeLoT might have been able to do that thing, but he never got into Hive Tech. And if you're at 22 minutes against a good Protoss player and you don't have Hive Tech, you're probably going to die. GG, 172 to 141,000 points. We've got an out production and an out killing here by the Protoss and the Zerg respectively. I mean, that's pretty solid kill ratio. The outspend was good, but not quite good enough. That was a good game. That was definitely a GG. Let's make a note so I can remember to get rid of that one. 16, 18. Okay, noted. Noted. Check out falconpaladin.store for all of your merch needs. Ah, got a French Alucard is here as well. And yeah, G22 did mention there were a bunch of layoffs in the tech sector, IT sector, right? In his country, in Hungary, over the last little bit. And we're seeing jobs go away in America as well. I mean, it's automation, right? It's artificial intelligence automation that are taking a lot of these jobs, and I'm not sure they're ever coming back is the problem. So, it's not great. Let's go Tinkle versus Larva on Fighting Spirit. I don't know who this Tinkle player is, but RJB sent me the replay so it doesn't stink. Larva. Tinkle. Bododome. Top right, Zerg player Larva. That's a Z, and Tinkle is a T. Top left, Tinkle. Tinkle. Yeah, IT's not hiring in Romania anymore. AI will do 300 million jobs in 2030. That seems low, honestly, but all right. Not wrong. Nordterm. Psychonauts quoting Simpsons for us. We were talking about the Simpsons earlier with Philandy and his Simpsons specific name. Cheese-eating surrender monkeys. Yeah, good Simpsons reference too. Yeah, I mean, the Simpsons has what? 35 seasons now? How many seasons is the Simpsons? How many Simpsons seasons? 35. So it's been renewed for 4 more seasons, which means we'll get season 36 this fall. Oh my gosh. Simpsons died a long time ago. A really long time ago. Psychonauts is on the Twitch. It shows up on the shared chat. Yeah, but Drago, I mean, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. Everybody's like, well, yeah, AI's taking a lot of the jobs, but you can do one of the few jobs remaining that AI can't do. But if we reach, like, 30% unemployment in the country or worldwide, society collapses. So, like, yeah, you might be able to survive doing a job like teaching AI prompt generation or working on new language learning models or something, but not everybody can do that. There aren't enough of those jobs to employ everyone. And so if unemployment gets to a certain point, we all just sort of die. So that's what I'm worried about, is not AI taking all the jobs, just taking enough of the jobs that society collapses. This is my big thing that I'm worried about, to be honest. Right, Gen X, and I get it, but as I just said, if it takes enough of the jobs, society collapses. It's like, oh, it only took all the junior developer jobs. How many millions of jobs is that? Like, how much unemployment does that give us if all of the junior developer jobs go away? And then eventually, most of the senior development jobs will go away too. Lair timing here from Larva. So anyone that's like, it's not taking all the jobs, don't worry about it. It will take enough of the jobs that we're screwed. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Sheridan says he's a blue-collar guy, and that is the last place I think AI will go. The last place robots will go is into electrician work, into plumbing work, into auto repair, stuff where you work with your hands. Definitely. Factory coming in. Luring wants to scout it, and does get in and gets the scout. Ooh, nice job, Larva. All right, so he swings in, sees the vulture, has enough time to turn this into a sunken, because the vulture's going to come across the map as soon as it deals with these lings inside the base. And that's the answer, Purple. I mean, this theory is one I've been promoting for years now in my Discord server and on these streams recently, but at the point that we have the robots and the AI doing most of the work and providing most of the value in the world, and there's mass unemployment and starvation and rioting because people are starving to death, yeah, I think at that point the answer is universal basic income. Basically, we just pretend capitalism is still going on, tax the heck out of the people that own the robots and own the artificial intelligence, and then people can still have enough money to eat and live and buy their stuff. Amazon can continue to get business. The stock price can go up. Jeff Bezos will be happy because the number's going up, even if it's fake capitalism, but I think that's the only way that we get them to agree to it. So it's gonna be a mess. I don't know if we're gonna see it in our lifetimes, but things are progressing pretty quickly, I would say. What's up, random stuff? Glad you enjoy the videos while you're at work. A lot of people come to me and say that they do have them on in the background while they're working every day. Yeah, maybe Gen X, but if you're going to invoke Star Trek, in the Star Trek universe, they had World War III with nuclear war wiping out most of humanity, and the survivors were the ones who managed to kind of figure things out. So I hope we don't have to go through nuclear war before we figure it out, like in Star Trek. And Drago says we might have to. All right, and I'm not going to say you're wrong. I don't know. So that'd be nice. XE. And yes, Purple, that is a concern as well. You put some people on basic income, and they will park themselves in front of their TV and watch TV until they die. That is true. Some people will do that. Other people will find ways to stay busy, right? Maybe they'll start their own YouTube channels. Maybe they'll start selling handmade baskets to people in their community. Maybe they'll start growing fruit. Like, I don't know. There's stuff you can do to stay busy. Maybe people will be allowed to do stuff they've always wanted to do, but they couldn't make a living doing it before. I think there are those people as well. But you're right. A certain segment of society will park themselves in front of the TV and play the Xbox all day, every day until they die. I'm not sure there's anything you can do about that. But I don't think it's everyone. My favorite Star Trek is probably Deep Space Nine, Nord term. I like Cisco a lot as a captain. I like the storyline with the Bajorans and the Cardassians and the Prophets, and I like Odo as a character. DS9 is probably my favorite. Yeah, there you go. Gen X knows what's going on. Anyway, these mutas are kind of ruining Tinkle a little bit. The Goliaths are out with the Charon boost. Still 26 SCVs for the Terran. Once you get below 20, it's a danger zone where Terrans kind of start just checking out, and they'll click out of the game if they have like 19 SCVs here. So he's at 27. He's okay. Third base from Larva is up and rolling. He's going for the mechy mech strategy. Zion's like, oh no, I'm meching Terran. I didn't have you pegged as a Kardashian guy. What are you talking about, Psychonauts? Oh, Kardashian, because I said Cardassian. Right! I get it. Oh, ho, ho. Green Giant. Ah, Gen X likes Captain Janeway and Captain Picard. I also like Next Generation, and I like Voyager. I just think DS9 is my favorite one, that's all. Not to the exclusion of every other Star Trek series. Yeah, Gul Dukat's a great character, Nordterm. Muta's back on in. 34 SCVs. Man, he went from 26 to 34 SCVs pretty fast. Like, he's doing a good job keeping the SCV production consistent here, which you really gotta do. It's something you don't think about too much with these pros. It's like, man, they're so good at their unit control and their macro and expanding, but they're also continually making SCVs without stacking them up, right? You don't see 2, 3, 4, 5 SCVs. You just make one. When the next one's ready to pop, bam, you're good to go. It's hard to keep on top of that rhythm, but you got to do it. Okay, SCV. Actually, got stuck on a tree. Yeah, Hydras against Goliaths. What an engagement we have here, ladies and gentlemen. Goliath damage is no joke. And then the Muta's coming a little bit late. Maybe with the Mutas together and the Hydras, he could have maybe done something there. The Mutas were late to the party. The Mutas all die. The Hydras are thinning out the Goliath, but Goliaths do as much damage as stimmed Marines. They're just not as fast as they are, and look at them tear through these Hydralisks. Man. Crikey, excellent job there. That was not a good choice to have those Hydras engage until they all died. They could have run. They're faster than the Goliaths. A retreat would have been expeditious there. Expedient there. Psychonauts, watch Department Q. I have a new video. My review of Department Q on Netflix is pinned at the top of the chat. I did a new thing. You should check it out. Give it a try on Netflix before you cancel it. What's the best Zerg unit to kill Goliaths? Hydra Ling does really well. Hydra Ling Muta together does very well against Goliath, cost for cost, but that last battle was the Hydras are cheap and the Goliaths are more expensive, so it wasn't cost for cost there. So that's why he lost. Sounds good, Psychonauts. Yeah, if you like Scottish accents, it is great. Macro hatches at the 3rd base and the natural base, and we're just making Hydras, man. It's Hydras. It's 10 Hydras at a time. Burrow's on the way. I don't know if he's worried about boxer maneuvering in this game, which, add some science vessels to your mech. It's not a bad idea. But this is... I mean, we're adding tanks, so it's not pure Goliath, right? A couple tanks behind your Goliaths really give the Hydras a hard time. Excuse me, goodness. Oh, he's got... Okay, he's just setting up a burrow Hydra trap. You see these burrowed Hydras? Barely? Yeah, that's because they're burrowed. They're hard to see. But he got a bunch over here and a bunch over here on the minimap. You can see more easily. Yeah, so we've got a 4th base coming in down here, unknown, which the Vulture does scout. But can't really do anything about it because Vultures against hatcheries really suck. Yeah, he's Hydra burrow trapping. He's going to wait for Tinkle to wander out here and then go, surprise! He's going to bait him out, right? There will be a small group of Hydras down here, and he's like, oh no, please don't kill me, Mr. Goliath man. And then when they get on top of the burrowed Hydras, the Hydras are going to go, pah! Jump scare! And all the Hydras will die. It's going to be sweet. Plus, we're faking a drop. So he fakes a drop. I don't think that does anything other than getting a few Overlords killed on the way out. Starfleet Command. Yeah, the only Star Trek games I've ever played are Star Trek 25th Anniversary with like Captain Kirk and stuff. It's a pretty good game. Oh, here we go. Here's the move out. Can spider mines detect? Oh, he kills the spider mines so they don't trigger on the burrowed. Do they trigger on burrowed units? Ah, surprise! We're here! I don't know if that was where you wanted to unburrow. You're kind of in range of the tanks out there. I would have preferred... Well, I guess the spider mines kind of meant the jig was up. So he goes for it anyway. And does kill a bunch of the siege tanks. There are still 3 siege tanks back there. All the hydras are dead. And Tinkle's up 85 to 64 supply. All right, Larva. That, he had an idea. He had an idea. I did say that, YH. And they'll all say happy birthday. The way that Larva reacted there, they must trigger on burrowed lings because they can see invisible stuff. That's the whole point of spider mines, well. And the splash damage. If they'll trigger on a DT, they'll trigger on a burrowed something, right? They have to. And Larva killed those spider mines immediately. He was like, oh boy, that's not good for me. It must be. It must be what happens. Anyway, so I played Star Trek 25th Anniversary with Captain Kirk and whatnot. I also played Star Trek The Next Generation game. It was a CD game. I forget what the name of it was. I'll have to see after this game and remember. Right, XC, that makes perfect sense. So yeah, we're just going mass Hydra. No lurkers here, no lings. This is not looking great for Larva. He's on the counterattack. And he does force Tinkle to respond and move back to handle it. But then the tanks unsiege, and then they siege back up again, and the Hydras all start to die miserably. Hydras are dying again. I don't think pure Hydra is a good answer to mech, Larva. What are you doing, man? Where's the Dark Swarm? Where is the Plague? Where are the Spawn Broodlings? Yeah, G22 future looks pretty dark for tech jobs for sure. Dude, I think Tinkle's going to win this game. These Hydras are not nearly trading at the rate they need to win this thing. That is a 7-kill siege tank back there. This one's got 3. The Goliaths and the Vultures are providing a really nice buffer for these tanks to continue firing on. Yeah, Hydras need help. What is with Zergs getting so stuck on Hydras? Because sometimes it works, that's why. Because sometimes it works. Third base, 12 o'clock, happening for the Terran here, Tinkle. He's up 103 to 87 supplies, at 60 workers to 46 for the Zerg. Fourth base is rocking and rolling down here, but he's only 1 base up on a meching Terran with 1/1 upgrades. 0 armor Hydras by themselves without anything else. If this was Mass Goliath, I'd kind of understand it, but the dude's got his tanks, man. He's going for it again, charging in. Spider mines are slowing the attack, which is what they're intended to do. And trying to distract the attacks of the Goliaths with the Overlord. They do die. That does allow the tanks to get picked off by the Hydras at least a little bit here. But man, every Hydra is going to die. And there's nothing left for the Zerg, and there's something left for the Terran, which is not where you want to be. Tinkle. Reinforcements coming on up here. Another round of Hydras joins the party. SCV's got to body block this ramp. They're willing to die in some small numbers here in order to save that third base entirely. The Hydras kind of get trapped out. Reinforcing dudes from the right side roll on in. SCV's coming down to assist as well. It seems a little bit unnecessary, but sure, why not? Will come assist. Repair on the tank. Keeps it alive. SCV, hero of the Imperium. Or of the Dominion, if you will. New base almost done here for our guy, but... I don't know, dude. I don't know. What do you mean something went wrong? Try clipping again later. I tried clipping like an hour ago. You're just telling me it didn't clip? You're getting stream hiccups. Oh, maybe... Friggin' Twitch, man. Yeah, this is Larva committing to hiders in a way that I haven't seen in a TVZ in a long, long time. Ooh, long man. Alright, glad the stream's back on Twitch. Not sure what happened, but, you know, 'tis the nature of streaming. Sometimes you get a hiccup or two. Every time the hiders engage, they all die. I mean, yes, they do take some tanks with them, and it's not like the end of the world, but I'd love to see further upgrades on these tanks. I would, but Tinkle's not interested. He's not getting a +2 anything. No +2 attack, no +2 armor. That might be a saving grace here for Larva, and I say might. Right? I say might. In a way that I don't know if Larva can do it. Oh, yeah. Did the Twitch stream die? My goodness. Bunk! Thanks for resubbing with Prime for 7 months in a row. 13 months total. Let's go, Bunk. Happy Friday to you, too.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, Bunk and McNulty. Here, let's update the Twitch goal with these 2 new subs. 310. There we go. Twitch goal looking good. It's 150 to 110 supply, though, in favor of the Terran. He's working on a +2 attack. I'm just not sure it's in time for anything. You guys having a hard time getting back into the stream? It says I'm sending properly. Oh my gosh, the tanks are here. Hang on, let's pause it. Let me check real quick to see what the stream looks like on my neck of the woods. Yeah, it's coming through on my test anyway. Okay, I think we're good. Tinkle sieging up at the front door of the Zerg, but the Zerg is coming the other way, folks. Getting deep into the natural base of Tinkle at the same time, but intercepted by spider mines and vultures. Couple tanks on the back lines, Goliaths on the back lines. These guys feel like they've got it. These SCVs are still up here repairing, I guess. Yeah, front door in a lot of trouble. Coming on the backside, SCVs, body blocking. Turrets getting some hits off on those overlords as well. Not sure what we're doing with these hydras, sir. Yeah, Unknown's like, well, it's my professional opinion that I think this is going to be a win for the Terran. All right, Hydra is trying to get that surround up on these +1 tanks. Just too many tanks here. That's not happening. Good golly. Turns out Mass Hydra does not defeat Mass Mech. I don't know what Larva thought he was doing in this game. No queens, no hive, no zerglings. I guess lurkers don't make a lot of sense. Alucard says, StarCraft's OST is amazing. It is. It is truly one of the great OSTs of all time. The trick is there are a lot of good OSTs out there. Many, many great ones. Like, composers for video games outdo themselves a lot. Ah, 111 to 99 supply. SCVs are dying. They're providing citizens arrest on these Hydras. Boy, they do have a 1 Carapace upgrade now, so he's making 16 Hydras at a time. I don't know. Maybe Larva can pull this off. Like, yeah, he lost his natural, but he's all expanded down the right side. Both players constantly scouting to see if there are any bases that they've missed. Right, Ganon. That's exactly right. Chrono Trigger's insanely good for a soundtrack. Final Fantasy VII soundtrack. Halo soundtrack. Come on. Warcraft 3 soundtrack. Like, there are just numberless numbers of good soundtracks out there. And once again, the Mass Hydra, he might have enough this time. He might have enough to deal with these tanks. He takes all of the ones here out. But then these on the other side, oh my gosh, he just lost another like 27 Hydras. Vultures bust in here, kill every drone at the 3rd base. Can he get it done here too is the question. This game is nuts. Yeah, GoldenEye. I don't know what Demon Crest is, Jinx, but okay. Every Zelda soundtrack is a banger. I can't disagree with that. All the way from Zelda for the NES, man. Incredible. Okay, so he tech switches into mutas. Recognizing the Goliath count isn't super high, Tinkle takes the center. This is the 2nd game in a row we've had someone trying to take the center. Well, no, 2nd game today. We've had someone trying to take the center. Mutas going after those SCVs. Hey, he made something other than Hydras. Give this man a medal, I guess. My goodness. The mutas have no upgrades. But who cares? Who needs upgrades? Dude, this game's nuts. Tinkle in the center is fantastic. 37 to 39 workers. Really even, which is not where you want to be. Oh my gosh, these drones. 1 sunken at this base, man. Oh my gosh, the drone massacre here. 26. It was even worker count. Not anymore. Also, the center's getting wrecked by this handful of Mutalisks trying to get turrets up. Trying to bring some Goliaths in and save that tank. Couldn't save the tank. Mutas not looking hot. Goliaths show up. They've got their +2 attack now, which means they're going to do very better against the Hydralisks. The Mutas on an engagement here as well. Is there enough? I think there's enough here from Tinkle to hold it. He's losing a lot, but it's not everything. I mean, these guys pushing in. There's nobody here. Right. I always think these are guys, but they're not. They're just spider mines. Are there center bases that don't favor Terran? No. They're hard to hold, though, even if you are Terran. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I mean, the Skyrim soundtrack is pretty awesome. I'm not even sure what your list of best soundtracks ever, if I could keep it to like 30. There are so many great soundtracks out there. Mega Man soundtracks, Castlevania soundtracks throughout the years. Even that one track from the friggin' DuckTales NES game. The Moon Base one. Banger. So many good soundtracks. Alright, look. 37 to 39 workers. Larva. Taking a 6 o'clock base now. What is this game? This game is crazy. Doom. The mutas are back, though. Did you have enough anti-air to handle a full stack of mutas? No? Oh, well, that's a problem, dude. At this point, it would take a while to get into Valkyries, but all we'd have to do, I guess, is build a single starport and maybe help with this. $90 to 88 supply. Even supply against a meching Terran is très mal. Really bad. God, there's only 2 turrets defending against the mutas inside this base. Come on. He's trying to build a 3rd one. Way too late for that. Finally, the Goliaths show up. Dr. Pretzel. Not familiar with Dr. Pretzel. No, BioCarry. Happy Friday, by the way. Up to the 12 o'clock base, which has no anti-air added anymore. Dude, this Muta stuff by Larva is elite. Is elite. Okay, Larva's down here at the 6 o'clock. I mean, it's taken him forever to get down here because it's been a 27-minute bloodbath. The only base he's lost today is the natural, which is not that big a deal. I mean, man, Vultures fighting against Hydras is pretty rare. And then you go in the main, but there are Sunkens here, so then the Vultures all die. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Center base, still a huge deal. Still a huge deal right now. Engineering Bay is getting sniped right on down. Mutos are back. There are finally some Goliaths here. Dude, if these Goliaths got +3, they would melt these 0-0 Mutas. They already pretty much do. Here come the Hydras. We got tanks to the south and tanks to the north. Larva decides not to engage. Decides to fall back. Just fall back a little bit. See, you don't have to engage. You're not defending anything in particular here. So we've got 12 o'clock and center. Larva's mining on 1, 2, 3, 4 bases now. Nobody has any kind of a bank whatsoever. Finally, Zerg is up in overall supply for the first time in a minute. He's up 20 workers, which is where he needs to be against a meching Terran player. How's it going, Ganon? Happy Friday. And Irradiate. What are your science vessel doing? Oh, is it bait? I mean, a couple Mutalisks died. It wasn't like all of them or anything, but yeah. Oh my gosh, this base again. Goliath's hoofing it up there. We gotta get up here. We gotta stop the Mutalisks. "24 workers for the Terran." He might have just lost it. Being unable to defend this 12 o'clock, I think, was the death of Tinkle. This is nuts. Like, what a crazy TVZ. And again, because the name's Tinkle, like, if I posted this on the main channel, nobody would care. They'd be like, who's Tinkle? Screw that. I only click on replays where I know the names. And like, well... Dead. 12 o'clock also equivocally dead. A Queen's Nest finally came up here from Larva. He might go for Hive. He might very well go for Hive. Well, Ganon, the problem is, if it's one known player and one unknown player, everybody assumes that the known player won and they don't want to watch it. There has to be an element of like, ooh, who's going to win this one? I think for most people. Like, I posted a Bisu versus Mook game, and everyone's like, who's Mook? Don't care. Also, it was a PvP, so that was, like, doubly hard for people to care about that one. Mirror matchup plus a player they've never heard of. Not good. If I epic tag something, and maybe if I cast this and epic tag it, then people would watch it, because they do trust the epic tag on some level, it seems. But if it's just a regular game between, you know, someone they know and someone they don't, they're not going to watch it. Hey, finally Queen's coming in. The Queen's Nest was for Queens. It wasn't for a Hive after all. See, there you go. Like Zion. Exactly. I mean, unless it's against Soul Key, right? Incredible. Is our stream dying again? Come back, stream. Come back, stream. Whoa, we back. We back. We're back. Okay, we're fine. These hiccups, though, they are intense. Queen's in production. Did he get friggin' spawn broodling? I'm not sure if he did. 145 to 82 supply. Zerg is up, but a lot of it is drones. It's 18 workers. Remember when I said when the Terran gets down below 20 workers, they usually tap out? Well, I mean, in the early game they do, but also here might not be a bad place either. Welcome back, everyone. Hydra's charging into the middle while the Terran goes bottom right corner, but if we lose our main base of income, yeah, there's not enough Terran to stop this at all. Wow. Yeah, Larva was just good enough. He was just good enough. GG! It doesn't matter if you kill this stuff. Your money is gone. Larva gets the win in 33:05. Woo-wee. What a match. Yeah, I got to cast this one too. Gosh darn it. Larva versus Tinkle recast. All right. Got a couple of them here today. Bangers, man. Absolute bangers RJB has sent in over the last few months. Okay. Dang. What's up, Top Shelf? Display names aren't showing today on YouTube, so good thing you're just Top Shelf anyway. But, wow. So this is, I mean, it was the mutas. I still think if he just sticks on Hydralisks the entire game, he probably loses. But the mutas, getting SCV kills, taking out that 12 o'clock base, getting into the main base, like doing all sorts of things to confuse and shut down the economy of the Terran is what let him win. He had these queens ready to go too if necessary, but man, it takes a while to get the energy for a single spawn broodling, doesn't it? All right, so that is a GG. Larva gets the win. Insane stuff. What if I post a replay of a regular stream player? Like if I just posted Savior Sword versus Gallons, I think it would get like maybe 1,000 views. Maybe. Unless, again, I epic tag it. Like, people trust the epic tag. If it says epic, they're like, all right, I'm in. We'll give it a try. Yeah, look at that outspend in 33 minutes. GG's. GG's. You know, Top Shelf, I saw that. My local Cinemark. I saw an ad for it. They're like, you can DoorDash movie popcorn and a $5 box of Mike and Ike's, right? Ooh, that sounds amazing. Let's do that. Like, I don't want to do that. Need custom add-on for dual streams where you can watch TV and chat on Twitch. Yeah, I mean, that's if you have a smartphone or you have like a smartphone and a TV or a smartphone and a desktop computer. Right, right. Okay, we're going to wrap this up. Man, that is too long. Nope. Never mind. Not going to do that one. Hold on a second. Star Trek 25th Anniversary game. So here's the first Star Trek game that I played. Star Trek 25th Anniversary. Look how cool it is. Look at these graphics, man. I think it was made by... Who made this? Some gaming company, I don't remember, but... Yeah, you could do space battles, fighting against Klingons and stuff. You do away missions and shoot people with phasers. I don't think I ever got too far in the game, but it was pretty fun. And then... Star Trek TNG... DOS game? Yeah, a Final Unity. So this is the other one that I played. It was a CD game, but on DOS. I think it ran on DOS, or it ran on like Windows 95, maybe. But yeah, look how cool this is, man. 1995. It was tough. It was a tough game for sure. It was like puzzly. Interesting story. Not a bad game. Cool. I'm going to go get a Coke Zero refill. Bonk. But I will return in just a couple of minutes, and I think we'll just get into the live games at this point. Eh? Okay, we back. We're ready to go. Ooh, Secret of Mana is a good one too. Did Falcon play Secret of Mana on the Falcon Paladin Plays channel last month? He sure did. It was a good one. Great soundtrack. Good stuff. What's up, Ed Musica? Can never get here at the beginning, he says. Good thing for VODs, though, yeah? Definitely good for VODs. Unreal Tournament is fantastic. I mean, YouTube craps out on us a bunch too, Ganon. I don't think anyone's getting preferential treatment here. So, let's head out to US West BattleNet, shall we? Top Gear soundtrack. Unreal Tournament 99. That's a good one. Doesn't mean not disagreeing with you. Streaming on a Friday. I always stream on a Friday, Wander. You know this. Why you do this way? Because Wander is a Chaos Goblin, that's why. Alright. Let's see. We've got people out here. Detroit, Gen X, Savior Sword, Starboy, Philandy, G22, Psychonauts is out here. Hot dang. Wow. Alright. You meme and meme and meme and meme and meme. That's true. You never stop memeing. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trump is your daddy. 6. Remember Shogun. I mean, you're not talking about the Hulu TV show, whatever that was on from last year, Shogun, which is really good. Donkey Kong Super Nintendo game soundtrack, also very, very good. Honestly, the weather this week has been pretty chill, Wander. It's been nice. We haven't hit 100 at all. We had a high of 75 on Tuesday, which was nuts. The projected high for today, I think, is still only 90. Like, we're not getting into the 95s, not getting into the 100s. Looks like we don't have our projected high of 100 coming anytime in the next 10 days. So it's honestly, yeah, highs of 90, 91, 91, 90, 93. I'll take this for late June and early July. Yeah, I've heard the East Coast has been getting crushed with heat. Totally sucks. Alright, we go random micro challenge. Haven't done it in a minute, that is true. Random sat micro. The heat has subsided for Psychonauts, he says. Excellent news. Random sat micro. Cha-choom. Final Fantasy Tactics. That's a good one, Jinx. Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 7. You're right, Wander. Good call. Got 2 more spots here. Please showed up. G22 didn't hop in. Neither did Trump is your daddy jump in. You got it, Happy. Started the stream early. Zion. So this is one where everybody has their little island. They defend incoming hordes of AI-controlled enemy units. And you're all kind of working together, because if you lose your battle, all of the leftover enemy units go to your neighbor's island. And they have to defend those, too. So it goes around and around, and if there's some leftover enemy units, by the time they get down here, it goes to the bottom lane. You get an extra run with it. And if it gets to the end and kills your final defense, which is a buffed up 666 hit points sunken, then you lose entirely. Ooh, Toe Jam and Earl's a good one, certainly. So no G22. Bumping around. Man, where'd everybody go? Alright, let's try this again. Let's see if they want Micro Challenge instead, which is the one that Savior Sword wants. Boom, 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 boom. Jinx is out of OSTs. What's up, Nemo Noom? Ah, we're closer. Except Starboy's gonna... Oh, Starboy might hang out in this one, actually. Nope, he did not, actually. Never mind. Starboy says no. Not this one. I just forgore. Classic forgoring. Okay, so if you want to join the games, password is SOC to get in. US West BattleNet. Name is Falcon Random Micro Challenge. No Happy, no Flandy. Diablo 1 soundtrack's a banger, certainly. Warcraft 2? I think I already said Warcraft 3. World of Warcraft, which borrows heavily from Warcraft 3 for its soundtrack. Sim City? Like OG Sim City? That's a good one. Super Nintendo... Yeah, I played SimCity 2000 a bunch when I was a kid. Soundtrack's okay for that one. Not the greatest thing ever. All right, we go for... I'm asking G22 about his feelings about Transylvania because he put in the Discord server, hope one day we get back Transylvania. What? He's been typing for a while. I'm not sure what's going to come out of this. Yeah, SimCity 2000. Who is laggy? This is bad. This is really bad. Click? There is definitely lag. Who is murdering us? Marsara guys murdered us before. Obviously, Savior Sword has. Is it Gen X? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it could be Gen X. This lag is horrendous. Okay, beautiful feedbacks there by Savior Sword on the enemy High Templar coming in from the south. Marsara guy gets Psystormed into oblivion. He doesn't get the feedbacks on in time, and same thing happens over here to Please Eat Me. In about 2 hours, YH. Oh, it was Marsara guy. Dude, it was totally Marsara guy. Holy smokes. He was the Phantom. Yeah, lag's definitely gone now. It was definitely Marsara guy. So this one is you got to kill the Archon with the siege tank by recalling the tank away from the Archon using an infinite recall play with this Arbiter. It's free. Oh, he lost it. He lost it, though. Okay, so this time you're given some scouts and corsairs. You got to fight against a bunch of carriers. I don't. Is there like particular micro about this one? I kind of feel like you just kind of lose it. Yeah, it's D-Web and... Ugh! D-Web and Infested Terrans against Mass Hydralisk here. Savior Sword hates his Infested Terrans. Didn't do what they're supposed to do. I guess, yeah, maybe you tank with the Saras on that last one. Hard to know. Cracklings are pretty good. Holy smokes. Yeah, he loses that too. So it's a 1v1 here. Savior Sword has 5 lives remaining when you lose a challenge. Oh, right. You attack the Kakaru because the splash damage will hit the DT as well on that one. Yeah. Almost got it. That was close. Please eat me. Did he get it? He might have got it. What's up, Flippalicious? How's it going? Yeah, Infested Terrans do melee damage, so inside of D-Web, they're great. Ah! Starboy out. Please eat me. He's like, how do you even win this one? Okay, 2 lives left for Please Eat Me. Savior Sword. Still at 4. Next round, you get ghosts against a single zealot. And a bunch of observers. And he's Phoenix. He's not actually a zealot. He is Phoenix. So you gotta lock down the obs. Can you see the obs? How do you see the obs? No, lock them down. Don't attack the obs. It's faster to... Okay. Fair enough. Same thing here, same thing here. All right. Lockdown was an interesting idea. Nice plagues. Ah, and he got it because Please Eat Me died before the end of that challenge. So Savior Sword wins. Yeah, we have all these people out here. I guess Flandy said he had to take a bio break. Hang on, I'm going to check something real fast. What was I going to check? Not soundtracks. Okay, so Detroit, I don't know if Detroit's here. He hasn't said anything, but he's in the lobby. So Marsara guy was lagging. Flandy is back. So we've got Flandy. Oh, I think Psychonauts is just working. He's in the lobby, but he's working, so I don't think he can join in. So we've got Flandy, Gen X, Savior Sword. And probably, again, Marsara guy's a problem because if he's lagging out on us really bad. It wasn't Gen X, it was Marsara guy. He's here, though, is the problem. Marsara guy maybe reboot his router? I mean, I don't think he's ever done this before. right. Flandy says he'll be back in a minute. I think we can do bacon. So yesterday's bacon didn't really work out because it was a team bacon and one team just kind of overwhelmed and murderized the other one entirely. So this, you can't do it on this one though. Let's go circuit breakers. We mix up the maps here from time to time. Got a request for a King of the Hill. I mean, kind of need more than... I mean, we don't need more than 4 people to do it, but it'd be nice if we had more than 4 people to do it. Oh, there we go. We got Save Your Sword, Starboy, Philandy, and Trump is Your Daddy. Not sure who this is. What's up, Possum? Happy Friday, man. You on US West BattleNet, please? All right, GLHF, let's go. Ka-chow. All right, steal the bacon on Circuit Breakers, an older map, but it checks out. Okay, top left of Circuit Breakers in a steal the bacon scenario, which is just steal the flag if you're new. It's Save Your Sword. Top right, we got Starboy playing Zerg. Got an orange Zerg bottom right, Philandy, and bottom left it is Trump is Your Daddy, a brown Terran player. Could be RJB. Could be Wander. Could be... Who else plays under different names all the time? Falcon on Arrest tonight. Is that G22? Maybe that's G22. I don't know if we hit our support goal today. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. No, have not hit the support goal today, so we're not planning on a free-for-all, but we could. We've got another 45 minutes to hit it. Happy. Yeah, I think it is G22 because nobody else asks for a Falcon Unrest. Pretty much only G22, which is fine. It's a good map. I'm not like I don't hate on him for asking. Pretty quick pool here from Flandy. Looks like an overpool from him. G22 says it's the greatest map ever because he wins out there. It's another pool here from Starboy as well. I mean, Nexus first against 2 Zerg players who have pool first builds. Maybe not the greatest move here from Save Your Sword. We'll see if he survives. G22 looks like he's going to go for a factory before expanding based on the gas timing here. G22 and Save Your Sword are probably the favorites out here. We'll get a prediction rolling now before we get too much further into the game. All right. Freaking Starboy is out. Flandy calls somebody out for being a dirty dog. I don't... What? Oh, the bunker. There's a bunker up with 2.5, 3 minutes left to go here. Ah. What an early bunker. Is he making a double bunkering it up, man? He does not want anyone to get early captures. Getting the gas. Where is his factory? He's got enough money for a factory. Nah. Nah. Factory! Yeah, he had way too much gas for that. Kind of floating some gas right now. Early Ling's out from Starboy. Gonna have a hard time with this, but maybe if he and Flandy work together, they can break both of these bunkers. The bacon spawns when the timer runs out, Zion. You can't immediately get captures. Are they empty bunkers? Maybe. No, they're not empty. Okay, well, Flandy just gives up a bunch of Lings. Starboy, there you go. At least he attacks a bunker. There's the repair, but it's only one SCV. And no, he got into range of the other bunker. He killed one of the bunkers, but the other one was still firing. Ah! Yeah, you just actually need enough Lings to break bunkers if you're going to try that. I mean, getting one was nice, but Savior Sword is being polite. He's like, yes, well. We killed one bunker, but what about second bunker? Dragoon, you think it had... No way the Dragoon has range yet, because the Dragoon... Because we didn't get gas early enough for that. And Dragoon dies. Yeah, like I said, doesn't have range yet. Because it's still spinning over here. Cybercore spinning. Citadel on the way. Maybe he's going to go for some DTs to try to break this. And hope that G22 doesn't actually have any comm sats or doesn't build any turrets up here. I mean, Engineering Bay indicates he's going for turrets at some point, right? They try to snipe the S. They get the SCV, but every Ling dies for it. That hurts, man. Meanwhile, capture for G22. All right. One steal for G22. He should get at least 3 here. Maybe 4? G22 is expanding. Everybody else already has a second base going. So yeah, if you one base it, you can get some early captures. Now, these Marines need to escort this SCV to get a capture for number 2. Like I said, he should get at least 3. Oh my gosh. Run! This is like a micro challenge. Oh, he's got range. Oh, he did snipe the SCV. And he can kill bunkers without getting hit by them. Gets that SCV. Okay, micro there's a little bit rough as well. And flag is out. Timer 146 before it goes back to the middle and resets the timer. G22 can send an SCV up like now. Pick it up and run back maybe before that timer runs out. He needs to get going though, and he is. He is not actually. He's not worried about it. Just kidding. He's going to let it respawn to the middle. Here come a bunch of Hydras and Lings from freaking Starboy now. Which should be able to handle these guys pretty easily. And this one Dragoon too. Oh, now he brings 2 SCVs over, but that's late, man. It is way too late to be doing that. Okay, 1 minute left, 50 seconds in-game timer, which, again, is not real time, so it's less than that. I think he's okay. I think he's fine. Yeah, 30 seconds to get it captured. It's just right here. Here's his bacon beacon. So, Savior Sword controls the center, is probably bringing a probe down now, and is bringing a probe down now. So, 1 for Starboy, 1 for G22, and it looks like a pretty easy and free 1 for Savior Sword here, too. So, it's going to be 1, 1, 1. Now, Flandy's turn to get a capture, right? He just has to deal with 2 Dragoons and 2 Zealots. He's got Spores at the front for reasons. I don't know why he has those. He's also going for a pretty fast Hive. So maybe he's trying to go for tier 3, get some cracklings and ultras out here, and then start getting captures, which he should have time to do. I don't see why he wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, I mean, Flandy's getting a third base. I don't know what these spores are for, unless they're for, like, DT detection, I guess. Maybe he's worried about Corsairs coming in, but man, closer to your drones would just be nice anyway for that detection. Yeah, Flandy's droning. I don't think he has really much interest in getting another capture here. Savior Sword's got 2 now. Yeah, if he's not careful, though, he needs someone else. Yeah, he needs somebody else like Starboy to come in and knock Savior Sword off the position, but he didn't bring detection with him, and there are DTs here at 8 minutes, and come on. It's Savior Sword. You have to assume there are DTs. Past, like, the 6-minute mark at least. What's up, Alex? Ooh, yeah, what kind of pizza you got? That sounds awesome. So 3 caps for Savior Sword, still controlling the center. Overlord speed is not done from Starboy, which is a problem. Flandy scouting out a potential 4th base. G22's got tanks and turrets and no sign of a starport. So he will need science vessels probably. Savior Sword's got a 3rd base at the 12 o'clock here too for that 3rd gas. Homemade pizza with a lot of meat on it. Nice, Alex. That sounds awesome. Delicious. High Templar snipe possible, but is not seen. Chasing the probe down. Not gonna make it. Fall back, Starboy. Fall back. You're not gonna get him. Fall back. There we go. Well, at least he's kiting against speed lots with no attack upgrades, but it doesn't really matter. The Hydras have an armor upgrade. They're a little bit tankier. Somebody needs to bring detection into the middle. G22's got turrets. He's got scans. He's got spider mines. Savior Sword's going to get his 5th one here pretty darn soon. This is not looking good for everybody else. Do not let Savior Sword run away with this. Alright, so Flandy kind of breaks in. The flag is here, but 5 steals. He only needs 7 to win this thing. So he's probably getting Arbiters next now. Flandy does end up getting his first capture. So it's 5-1-1-1 now, where everybody has a capture except for Savior Sword, who has 5, who is feasibly considering getting a Stargate at this point. That's what I feel like he should be doing. He's spending his money really well. Siege tanks controlling center. We've seen Hydras versus tanks today. You can do it, but by golly, you need a lot of Hydras and probably some Mutalisks as well. Hive's been done for Flandy. I sure hope this guy has the crackling upgrade. I really hope he has Adrenal. It would make my day if he had that upgrade. Holy smokes. Turret up. Lings rolling in. I mean, Protoss has a better chance of breaking this than Zerg does, but also... Ow! Spider-Man catching that High Templar on the flank. That hurts. Seriously, though. Stargate? There's the Stargate. Okay, double Stargate. Arbiter Tribunal. Let's go, Arbiters. You can do it, Savior Sword. You got 4 bases. You got the money to make an Arbiter Tribunal. Second flag capture of G22's game is coming in now. There's a tank what's going to get in the way a little bit, but not a big deal. Bam! Capture. Oh, holding it. Holding it until he gets another SCV up there. No, he's got one here. Just use that guy. Capture. Oh, I don't know about holding this G22. You're fine to return another cap. This base is undefended. Flandy scouts it. So he can't really get up there and do anything about it. But maybe he could tell Starboy to go kill it. I don't know. I mean, generally we do see people... Okay, there's the captured. See people kind of team up on the person who's way ahead. And that's Savior Sword right now. Although G22's got a nice setup here. Turrets, siege tanks, Goliaths, spider mines, vultures. We're parasiting stuff. If we're Flandy, that's exciting. Loses a queen in the meantime. Those turrets are stacked, which is why there were about 87 missiles that came out of that missile turret in about 2 seconds. Because there's a lot of them there. Can you see them? Can you see them? Still, 12 o'clock base undefended. Starboy's not going to make a move for the center. He should at least try to take down the space of Savior Swords. He can't be on even base count with you, sir. There's the Arbiter Tribunal. There's another base from Savior Sword down the left side. It's trying to sort of counterattack, I guess. That's what Savior Sword is doing. He's counterattacking into G22's base, which is relatively entirely undefended. These turrets are not stacked, which is why you'll notice they did not kill that Overlord, because not stacked. Let's see if Flandy's got Adrenal on his Lings. Should we check that? The problem with checking if Lings have Adrenal is they have to attack something first. And if they get obliterated before they touch anything, it's hard to know. This Hydralisk getting chased out to its own death. Ha. You know, Nordterm, you might not be wrong. Although queens are way better in chess than they are in StarCraft. So Starboy says, how many Goliaths do you have? Do they have Charon boost yet? 3 captures for G22. Is he holding on to another one? Where is it? Flandy decides to come in with his Ultras and his Hydras. Ultra's doing some tanking. Hydra's doing some damage. Big fan of this. The tank back there doing some big hits on these Ultras too. Will hurt them immensely, but they do have chitinous plating. Not invincible, though, as we can see. Psy-storming the middle. Savior Sword trying to crush this out. He does get some storms off on the tanks, but everything he brought to the party died. What's up? Not too tired. How you doing? Happy Friday. So Muta's checked this base from Starboy and says, oh, there's a base up there. Maybe I should do something about it. I don't know who has the flag, like, at all. It's got to be G22, but I don't know where it is. Zion says, I put 1,000 Falcon chips on Savior Sword. He just needs 2 more captures. It's true. He's got his Arbiters. I imagine Recall's probably done. There it is! Holy crap, we found the flag. Somehow it's right here. He's had it for like 2 minutes, and I don't know, it was hiding under an engineering bay, maybe. Either way, he's going to get his 4th. Center being hit by Savior Sword again, going after the turrets. So that Arbiter recalls are possible here, but there's also nothing else. So he clears it out, but then Starboy loses about 5 Hydras to a Spider Mine. Ugh. Muta's Hydras moving in. Starboy might make it hard for Savior Sword to get a capture here. 4th of G22's does come in. Center controlled by Starboy. He's bringing a drone to the party. There's a lurker here, which... Ah, that belonged to Flandy. Okay. I was like, whose lurker is that exactly? It's Flandy's lurker. There was no detection from Starboy. Go, drone, go. Get your second capture. Be free. It's nice when you play a Steal the Bacon and at least get one capture. That would be nice. G22 is something about something. The third base should have gas, he says. Well, you got to get a third base down here or over here, but you're way too late. Way too late to the party for that. So Starboy gets another capture. Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about. Flag is back. I didn't make circuit breakers. That is true. But you could have put gas at the third base if you wanted, because you did edit this map. Just saying. Starboy gonna get a third here. I like it. Flandy's trying to kill G22. It's not looking good for him. I'm just gonna say, too many tanks, dude. What's up, Tony? Saber riding and Star Sheriff soundtrack. Good to know. I'm not familiar with that one. Here comes Savior Sword into the middle, stasising a bunch of these Hydralisks. Weird. Arbiters trying to whittle down the everything here. Flag. Starboy, run with the flag. Run now while you have some cover. At least get a fourth capture. Don't sit here with your drone and... Oh, he did figure it out. Sort of. Ugh. He did. He's running. The hiders are holding. The stasis is real right now. Keeping Savior Sword from getting that sixth capture is kind of a big deal. Okay, G22 is back with a vengeance. He's got to attack on his mech. He's doing better with his upgrades than Tinkle was in that TVZ he had against Larva earlier in the stream. Well, we've got all three players here. G22 seems to be holding carriers against the number of Goliaths that are out. Seems like a bad idea. Stasis seeing 4 of the Goliaths, though, helps immensely with that. Starboy's holding the flag. He's got 50 seconds to capture it before it goes back to the middle if he doesn't have a capture. Dark Swarm, Ultra Hydra here inside the base of G22. He's only on 2 bases. That represents a lot of base for him. That's a lot of income that he's losing out on. Cracklings now joining the party. No attack upgrades, but armor, yes. Lings getting up this ramp on top of these siege tanks. Man, if they had an attack upgrade or 2, that would be nice. He does get on top of this tank, but man, no attack upgrades, even with Adrenal. It's tough. Did he get the capture? He got the capture. He's at 4. But Savior Sword doing recall captures. What? Where is the flag? Is Savior Sword just running with it? Does he have it? He thinks he should have it, but he doesn't. Did Starboy get it? How? Flandy's not... Who has the flag? Savior Sword is ready for it, but he doesn't have it? I don't think he does. Maybe he's holding it and hiding it. Flandy's trying to kill G22. Starboy, I don't think, can really hang. I mean, it's back to being held on the center here for Savior Sword. Who is holding the flag? Savior Sword would have captured already, and he would have just grabbed the flag and run back with it. So it's not him. G22 is just out of steam, man. 78 total supply, the smallest number in the game, barely mining at all from his 2 bases. Everybody else is on 4. Yeah, literally everybody else is on 4 bases. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where the flag is, but it sure seems like Savior Sword's just waiting for the timer to run out, and then he'll do a recall capture, and he'll win. So GG, everyone. I guess it's over. There's 1. And then, oh my gosh, he got it sniped. And then he picks up. There you go. Shuttles the other one back. Good moves. G22 is holding the flag. Crazy. Can you hallucinate the flag? No. And the flag's inanimate. I think you can only hallucinate animate objects. GG, save your sword. Yeah, you can't let save your sword get that close, or he's just going to close it out about 90% of the time. G22 killed the most stuff. Structures raised by Save Your Sword. We got an outspend here by Save Your Sword pretty heavily, so I mean, deserved the win probably. GG, Save Your Sword with the victoire. Victory. Detroit again is here in chat, but I don't think he's here. Same with Psychonauts. And nobody new seems to have arrived. Got 1 point, though, says Flandy. That is true. You did get 1 point. I mean, we can try 4v4 AI, but it's a little bit challenging for the players that are available right now. We can try it. We definitely can. $3.5. Starboy says he's up for it, so let's do this thing.
Adjutant online. Good morning, Captain. Our long voyage from Earth is over, and we are holding a stationary position near the borders of Dominion space.
Hey, Max. Thanks for subscribing. Trying to get to 69,000 subs out here on YouTube. Appreciate the help. PTTZ. All right. PTTZ. Pink, red, tan, olive. It's relatively close. The AI is given money to start with, and they have different scripting to where they're more aggressive, and they're just better. Happy did a little bit of tweaking here. Happy says if you make it all Protoss, it's easier. So we'll go Protoss, Terran, Zerg. Just for the mix-up here. All three races all together. Marsara guy bumped out. It's weird. He's played with us before. I don't know what his deal is today. Alrighty then. 4 players human versus 4 players AI that have been buffed. Top right, or left rather. It is an orange Terran Philandy. Save your swords at the 12 o'clock. We got Please Eat Me top right, and then a Zerg player Starboy on the right side, 3 o'clock position. Bottom right, enemy AI computer 1. We have computer 2 playing Protoss, another computer Toss, and a computer Zerg player. See, they have that bank at the beginning, which means macro hatch, which means spawning pool, which means you get gas at 30 seconds. I don't know what this guy's doing. What's this guy doing? Nothing? Not sure what the Terran's up to. Maybe he's broken. He's not spending his money at all, Happy. What's with this guy? He's acting like he doesn't have 1,000 minerals in the bank. The other ones are doing stuff. Maybe he glitched out. Wander's giving up on Twitch for now. Is Twitch freaking out? That's not fun. What's wrong with Twitch? Oh, there we go. Now he goes into 2 racks and an expansion. So he spent all his cash by making 2 barracks and a command center, but only after about a minute, whereas the other AIs are up here building stuff, man. 2 gates are out. Right? 1 gate is out. fast evolution chamber for the Zerg and finally expanding here, making you restart the stream every once in a while. Yeah, I don't know if that's me or if that's Twitch today, so I apologize for the hassle either way. One of these days, we'll all be stable. It'll be wonderful. Savior Sword's calling out the scouting, which is good to do. It's like, we need static defense, friends. Let's do that. So, walling off, cannons coming in. Same deal here from Savior Sword, and same thing here from Flandy. Walling off at the ramp from Starboy would be nice. Static defense, I love you, says Please Eat Me. Nice. Finishing work early on a beautiful Friday. Wonderful. He stopped abusing the AI because I said if he did it, I was going to ban him from future games. There had to be threats involved. We can do a prediction. Zion. Team Human. Team AI. Red versus blue. Team Human is red. Ah! The Marines are here, but there is a cannon. No, cancel the cannon. Cancel the cannon. Yes, keep trickling onto this one. This cannon will kill you all. Excellent. So far, so good. Bunch of Lings moving out. We've got a third hatch here from the Zerg player. Zerg player's scary in this, man. Yeah, I don't... two cannons. Lings can't quite get a surround on it. And Savior Sword is totally fine with 3 cannons on the defense. Third base from the Zerg again. Kind of a concern. Don't like it very much. They're good against Marines until the Marines have stim and medic support, and then the cannons die. But unupgraded Marines are pretty garbo against Sunkens and cannons, yes. And bunkers. Zion's putting some money on the humans winning this, which it's tough. It's a tough challenge. I think I would say the AI is probably favored here. This is a weird place for a barracks Terran AI, but whatever, man. You do you, I guess. Bum 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 bum. Dragging the one Hydra back to the cannon. Sayonara, Hydralisk. Free medic kills are nice. I don't know what these guys are doing, but it's a precursor to a major attack. Just sent the medics in first to die. We don't need those for the upcoming battle, do we? Absolutely not. Blue Terran is playing so poorly today. Yeah, now he doesn't have any medics, and he's going to try to come up here and deal with these bunkers when he doesn't have any medics at all. Yeah, and these Hydras are going to die. This is embarrassing stuff. AI sucks against bunkers, man. Yeah, Savior Sword keeps dragging enemy units from down here up into these cannons a few at a time, which technically it's abusing the AI, but if you're not messing with their economy, I'm not going to complain too much about it. This is a tough thing to deal with anyway. Yeah, look at these bunkers eating everything. I don't think the medics would have made a difference anyway. Also, factory, siege tank. Get siege tanks. Now, what you got to keep in mind here is that the AI also gets passive phantom income. That's not exactly phantom, but it's a decent amount of passive income. So you can't just starve them out. You can't just sit here and turtle up and they'll throw themselves at your tanks until they're all dead and then you win. You have to move out and kill them because they never actually run out of cash. You'll notice the banks they're all floating right now. Except for Zerg, who's spending like a mofo. This guy's crushing it. He's just making hydras and lings all the livelong day. Big combined Zerg Protoss attack up here on Please Eat Me. He needs more cannons. More cannons! Call it out. More cannons. No, it's too late. He needs help. He's getting overrun. He's not calling for help. He's not building more static defense. He's way too late on it. I think if he'd thrown up like 3 or 4 more cannons there, he might have had time to warp them in. Now he asks for help once he's broken. Yeah, not looking good, friends. Absolutely terrible stuff here for Please Eat Me. I'm not even sure. Savior Sword's coming to help. Flandy? Yeah, Phalandy is coming to help too. Marine versus Marine. +1 versus +1. Wow, but you're horribly outnumbering the enemy. They do have a medic, but I don't think that means anything. Yeah, these guys getting wiped out as they trickle in from the south. Really nice for Team Human. But you gotta save Please Eat Me. This is real great and everything. It's only a handful of Dragoons. You can do this. What's up, Carson? Gonna lose his main command center here. He was trying to rush into carriers, and it just wasn't the right move. Starboy's fine. Starboy's got some Dragoon pressure, but he handled it. Not enough Marines survived the trip over here to actually kill these Dragoons. It's not looking good. Please Eat Me. Maybe don't rush carriers next time you play against the AI. Yep. More cannons would have been nice. Units before carriers would have been good too. I mean, the Zerg player is just big. 79 supply. Biggest supply in the game. Macro hatches, macro hatches, macro hatches everywhere. Please Eat Me is out. Eliminated by the enemy blue. And there were 3. Now, Phalandy's in trouble. Not Flandy. Flandy's got tanks. He's fine. It's freaking Starboy, the other F name here. Freaking Starboy is in trouble. Freaking Starboy says, I didn't help him. Should have helped him. See, this is more cannons, at least. Cannons, Dragoons, Psystorm here from Savior Sword would be pretty nice. Please Eat Me is definitely dead, yes. Trying to move out with Mass Hydralisk here. High Ground Hider is doing some good work. I like it. Upgrades on these guys would be nice because the enemy is at 1-1-1 for the Dragoons and 1-1 for the Marines. Yeah, gotta fall back, man. Some Lurkers would be nice here at 11 minutes, but again, maybe a little bit too much to ask here. Maybe over-making Sunkens in places that didn't help you as much. Yeah, this is just flooding. flooding in to take down our Zerg player. I mean, coming up the ramp is going to be tough for them, without a doubt. Yeah, freaking Starboy is dead. He's getting hit by all 3 races at the same time. Savior Sword barely holding on. Same thing here from Flandy. Tanks and bunkers help a lot, certainly. But this appears to be entirely over. Beyond over. Yes, Jinx, we've gone 4 Zerg AIs, and they're in really hard to stop. I don't think we've ever seen a team beat them on the channel. Come back, Strim. We good? We're good. Okay. Wander says they've done it off stream, but I haven't seen any video evidence that it's happened. I mean, I know you have a replay you could send. I believe you. It was just never done it on stream. What's up, Infested Viper? How's it going? Happy Friday. Happy weekend. We're doing 4v4 AI versus... Oh, boy. AI versus humans. The humans are getting their teeth knocked in. Little right-hand haymaker right to the teeth. Yeah, Savior Sword is also trying to go carrier, I think. Didn't really get there in time. I mean, made units before carrier, which is nice. Did it the right way. Starboy's out, but he's been dead for a minute anyway. I guess he was trying to cockroach. With the enemy Valkyries just wandering around. What did they kill in OBS? What did they even kill over here? Look at these guys just being like, la 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 la. We're going to take turns flying into this cannon. Just like parked. Totally parked. They're buffed computers though, Tablon. Yeah, Savior Sword is dead. The Valkyries are preventing him from building Corsairs, I guess. And I guess we'll see how long Flandy can hold out, but this is over. I don't think Flandy can help you now. I think you're all dead. Yeah, Savior Sword getting crazy amounts of overrun. Savior Sword GG's. Flandy, I mean, again, if this was regular AI, you could probably win the game from this position by Flandy because the enemy would run out of money eventually, and you just hold them infinitely. But the problem is the AI doesn't run out of money in this version. They're given passive income, so they will keep coming literally forever. So unless you can move out and start killing them, this is Dunzo. Dunzo Babunzo. We'll watch Savior Sword die here. Terribly and painfully. Cuss, not a duct. La 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 la. So yeah, I'm just curious to see. I don't know. Flanny doesn't exactly have a giant army here, right? No upgrades on his tanks. He doesn't have supply depots in front of his tanks either, which kind of screws up the AI as well. He had cannons, Savior Sword. He just didn't have enough cannons. Like, he had the right idea, he just didn't execute properly is all. That happens. Yeah, I mean, to his credit, he's trying to move out. He just has 0-0 tanks against 2-1 tanks and 2-2 Hydras. I love these lurkers just being like, you know, I know there's bunkers and turrets and tanks here, but we're going to burrow in here anyway. We're going to get 7 kills, gosh darn it. I love the optimism of the AI here. Yeah, TT Pen. And Flandy recognizes he's done. One Mutalisk is taking him down. GG. The enemy, the AI, gets the victory. Defeats humanity as it will one day in the real world as well. GG. GG AI. Way to get the win, boys. I told you it'd be a challenge. I warned ya. Flandy's like, one day we'll do it. All right, who's out here? More people seem to be here. PJ's here. So, whose USA has a king, then, if it's not G22? Is G22 in here twice? Baby T-Rex is in the house. How many are actually playing? What's up, PJ? No. It's G22, the sequel. Baby T-Rex is off work early. That's nice. Yeah, it's 4 p.m. on the East Coast. To kill Savior. That's funny. I got off work early, says Baby T-Rex. Nice, says Savior Sword. To kill Savior, says Baby T-Rex. Lol, says Savior Sword. Well, I asked who's actually here, and I don't know. Psychonauts in the lobby, not actually here. Savior Swords, we could go round 2 on AI versus humans. Psychonauts is listening, but he's not playing. He's just sitting in the lobby. Alright, let's try AI again. You guys are gluttons for punishment. Let's see if you guys can handle it. G22 wants the challenge. Whew, big sneeze. Zion wants round 2.
Awaken, my child.
Hey.
Embrace the glory that is
Ah.
your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
Flandy's in. G22 is in. PJ says he'll play. All right, jumping in. I'm down. Well, good luck with your database server build, sir. PJ's in. We need one more person. TT's like, I'll join in. TT Pens says he's coming. PJ says, where are the traitors? Hop on in, TT. I don't know who you are. If you're somebody that shows up under a different display name, I'm sorry. YouTube is not showing display names today. For some reason. Predictions up. TT Pen says he's on the way. There's your prediction. You don't know who the fourth player is exactly, so I'm not sure if that affects your decision here. All Zerg is too strong, Tablon. If we get all Zergs, it's probably too much.
Awaken, my child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
Thanks for the follow, Volky Kijder. That's a name. Appreciate the follow. Trying to get to 3,600 followers. How are we doing on that, by the way? 6 followers to go to get to 3,600 followers. Let's go. Hey, T-Pen. Woot. We in. Okay, we ready to go? Okay, good, great. All right, GLHF. Where are the traitors, says PJ. Who are the traitors? What are we talking about here? Happy says we could get a DT rush. Is that an available build for the Protoss? That would be cool. They better not focus him. He's the newcomer. Okay, let's go. Team Human this game is a dark blue Terran. It's PJ. Philandy is playing Terran this time, too. Top right, it's a pink Protoss. T-Pen, welcome. And then G22 is also playing Terran. The enemy is a Protoss. Olive. We've got a Magenta Zerg who is named Computer. We've got another computer here named Terran Teal. And a Protoss Tan on the left side is what we got. Protoss is either DT Rush, Sky, or Gateway Man. Gonna step away for just a second, but let's watch PJ's video here while I step away for a minute. But Marines on the move out, trying to get some stuff done here. Let's red versus blue this thing. The AI gets gas already because they start with a bank to give them help. Look, here's the thing. AI without the help dies instantly to anybody who's competent at StarCraft. And that's not fun. Like, we're not... We need a challenge, so we gave them a challenge. And it's a challenge now. The humans struggle against it, but it's not impossible. Guess who this is? Save your swords, dragging these guys around as usual. Uh-oh. Cannons up. T-pen. Cannons are enough. Okay, enough. Enough. Cannon's holding there. Lost one cannon. That's okay. We're going to replace it. Yep. And make another one to boot. I like it. Tablon says, I'll teach him how to win. G22 says, nobody attacked me. What's going on? Once again, the Terran attack sends the medics out first. They die. And at least this time he didn't follow it up with medicless attack with his Marines. Hilariously. Zerg's got a third base up. Zerg's scary. We all know this. The Terran's going SK Terran. They were weren't they SK the last time too? Bio's easy to beat. Protoss. Hydra pushing here on T-Pen. Those extra cannons he made are coming in handy here. He might lose one or two. And he does, but otherwise he's okay. We're back. No medics this time. We brought fire bats because we knew there were bunkers. And, you know, fire bats against bunkers are pretty good. The repair is... Okay, holding. Okay, nice repair. Excellent job there. G22's got a bunker. High ground siege tanks. Love that. More and more cannons coming in. This is the number of cannons you want if all you have are cannons. I think Savior Sword is referring to this guy as Hashim, because this is the color that Hashim picks when he plays with us. Tan. And he plays Protoss a lot. So we're going to see if he moves out. The high ground siege tanks. AI is having a really hard time with that. They always do. Like, there are certain things the AI struggles with, even if you give them extra money and maybe better scripting. They still kind of suck against high ground tanks. I mean, everybody kind of sucks against high ground tanks, but they're not smart enough to not attack into high ground tanks. Yeah, there we go. Here comes... Yep, here comes Hashim. Got high ground bunkers up here, though, by Philandy. This is what he did last time. Might need to get a repair out. Nah, I think he's okay. He's holding this. These idiots are running into the high ground siege tanks again. 6 kills, 6 kills, 6 kills on all 3 of these tanks, man. Really not bad at all. I mean, high ground tanks fast with siege mode are pretty friggin' awesome. Not too tired. Is that why they call it pop in Minnesota? They go pop in your car. Ah. G22 mad about something? I don't see anything. He just gets mad about things that I don't understand. Like, maybe he's just mad that, like, his teammates are dying or something. And yes, the human team is doing much better this time. But tanks out here, the sooner the better for Flandy, because this Zerg is not giving up. Marines running into cannons is always very dumb. But, you know, the AI, it's got better scripting. Doesn't mean it's smart. They're still going to come at you. Ha, Psychonauts. And yes, Wander, that is true. Lurkers are dumb. Beer trim looking pretty good, huh? Trimmed it up this morning. What I like about the AI Lurker is that they'll burrow, and when they get attacked, they'll unburrow. But then when the attack stops, they'll re-burrow. And they'll just kind of pop up and down until they die sometimes. You've seen it. If you've played StarCraft against the computer in the campaign before, you've seen that behavior. It's very funny and very dumb. Again, this was developed in 1998. So the fact that it works this well at all is honestly pretty impressive. High ground siege tanks eating good, man. Which one of these has the most kills? 8 kills on these two, sharing the 8. G22 is good with upgrades, so he's got a +1 attack on those guys. Flandy's got siege mode now, I hope. Is he just... Oh, man, is he working on it? Okay, once again... You got to move out and kill the enemy. You can't just sit here and think you can win on defense. You can do that against regular AI in StarCraft Brood War. You can sit there. They will throw themselves against your defense and die over and over again and run out of cash. Hashim's kind of tripping out up here. It'd be nice of him to move out, but maybe he's smart. Maybe he's like, I don't want to die to these tanks. What are you talking about? I'm going to run into spider mines and get murdered. Yeah, I think there are probably enough tanks here from G22. He could probably afford to send some out to his teammates' bases and help defend them. Hey, Hashim is moving out. Going cross-spawn attack while Terran's coming home after a failed attack. Which is kind of fun. Yeah. I mean, he's moving... Well, I thought he was moving out because this was happening. Maybe he is. Oh, gosh. Dude. Ow, he's got detection. Why is he letting spider mines hit him? Now he's hitting the spider mines. Excellent job. Just saw a thing that says Microsoft is trying to claim that Windows 11 PCs are 2.3 times faster than Windows 10 PCs, but it was based on testing performed using a selection of Windows 10 PCs with 6th generation 10th generation Intel Core processors versus a Windows 11 PCs with 12th and 13th generation processors. They're trying to sell Windows 11 so hard. Like, this is the hardest I've seen them try to sell a new operating system that sucks. I don't think they tried this hard with Windows 8. I really don't think they did. Man. Yeah, Psychonaut says they tried with 8, but I don't know, man. I don't know if they were trying to say that PCs ran that much better on Windows 8 than Windows 7 and lied about it. Like, totally compared apples to oranges with it like they're doing with Windows 11. And I don't know if they ever... Yeah, this is a new AI, Tron. It's been edited by Happy to be faster and smarter, better scripting, and they start with extra cash and get passive income too. I like the muta tech switch out of the Zerg AI. Okay. No Charon boost on these Goliaths, but it doesn't really matter that much. You don't need to outrange the Mutalisks. You could be right, Psychonauts. What I'm mostly annoyed about is that they're going to end support for Windows 10 way earlier than they ended it for Windows 7 when Windows 8 came out. They're trying to force people to 11 because I think a lot of people are just going to wait for 12, but if 12... I don't know. It might be the end of time for Windows at this point if they keep making crappy OSs. I'm just worried that 12 is going to be bad as 11, if not worse. That's the thing. Do I mean Linux? Maybe I do. What's the thing about the start menu bar in Windows 11? Can you not move it? Can you not drag the taskbar to different sides of the screen in 11? Is it locked in place at the bottom? There was something they did that really, I heard about that pissed me off, and I'm not sure what it was. Something about the taskbar, though. Alright, Francis. Hydra Lurker running into all the high ground siege tanks with +2 attack that G22 can muster. Dumb AI. Bad. The push up here top left into PJ is pretty strong, though. Yeah, Dragoons and Siege Tanks work together extremely well. Just trying to snipe off the tanks with Marines here. They've got 1/1 upgrades, so they're not terrible, I guess. I think they just need... Yeah, killing the enemy tanks is good. Bringing in High Templar drops. Oh, he storms the tanks on the high ground. AI, amazing stuff. G22, send some tanks out to defend your boys. You can't do this on your own. Oh, and that's a good point too, BioCarry. The thing where they need your computer to support... What's the security option that nobody has, unless it's a brand new PC? Support some... Something my computer does not have. TPM? Yeah, requires TPM 2.0. Which is a hardware requirement. You have to have a chipset that allows it, which I don't. So, like, I'm not buying a whole new PC for Windows 11 because I'm fine on Windows 10. Ah. What's up, Avkatinis? Probably not today, Avkatinis, but tomorrow, yeah. We've got a stream starting tomorrow in about 22 hours. Nope, that's not right. Whatever, 18 hours, something like that. Noon Eastern. I don't know what your time zone is, Avkatinis. Yeah, I don't know, Joe. I heard about that too, where they're like recording all of your keystrokes without your permission and storing it somewhere. Awesome, dude. Thanks, Windows. You're the best. Okay, G22 moving out on the Zerg, kind of simultaneously trying to take down bottom right Protoss and 6 o'clock Zerg while you're at it. Yeah, Zerg should die to meching Terran. Like, that's the strategy, right? Anytime you're dealing with Zerg in the campaign, if you have siege tanks, use the siege tanks. You're going to be happy about it. ZeLoT's coming down to assist as well. We've got a bunch of Dragoons in the middle from... These are Hashim Dragoons. I mean, not really, but they're the color. Awesome. Unknown. That sounds terrible. Yeah, this is the first time in a while that we've seen the humans on the channel, at least, actually get out there and start pushing the AI. Because, it's definitely doable. He has +3 on his tanks. He does. Good man. +3 on his tanks. All these tanks down this way by PJ as well. So PJ on Terran and G22 on Terran really helped the humans this time. They didn't have anybody at this level of Terran skill on the team the last time around. Savior Sword says we should have made more Zergs this time. But I mean, I don't know. The tanks kind of crushed them. I like the simultaneous push out left and right because that way the AI can't support each other. If they're both worried about attacks of their own, then yeah. We done. Big old carrier fleet in the party from T-Pen. Let's go. They're not doing anything, but they're here for moral support. Go T-Pen. Hashim's all locked. Bad Sim City in Hashim's base. He walled up this whole area, so anybody that spawns on the other side has to come through this tiny little choke, I think, to get it. It's really messing him up bad. Like, the humans were really lucky with that one. Finally, the carriers move out. Got a ZeLoT carrier group working together here from T-Pen. I like the composition. ZeLoTs eating up the Hydras, and then the carriers eating up everything else, and helping eat the Hydras. That's pretty awesome. Go humans! Wander. Yeah, so bottom right Protoss is dead. Zerg not looking good either. Hashim's Sim City's killing him maybe more than anything else right now. Although, this many tanks outside of your natural base makes it hard as well. Is he going to try to... Yeah, he's trying to Dragoon drop on these tanks. Nope. That's not working. Terran going SK Terran was helpful too. That's true enough. Surprised PJ doesn't have better upgrades. He's got 250 APM. He's the fastest map player. You'd think he'd be better at getting upgrades for his Terran. I guess he's working on at least one of them. I'm guessing it's +2 attack. Are the carriers still here? Yep. Carriers moving into Zergtown, USA. There's nothing here to defend it. Look at this. We built turrets inside the Zerg base. That's hilarious. I mean, Hydras are not a bad answer here. You just don't have enough of them, Zerg AI. Sorry. Very, very tragic. Single file like kindergarten. G22 says, this is easy. I don't think anyone needs to snipe anything. This is definitely over. Zion's like, aw, man. I finally bet against the humans, and they win this time. I mean, yes. Sure looks like it. Hashim's coming down here to try to save his Zerg teammate, but it's way too late for that. There's nothing left here, man. Carriers are unstoppable by the AI. They don't know how to get stasis. They don't know how to get locked down. They do know how to get locked down, actually. Yeah, wait. The Terrans should be making lockdown, honestly. I don't know. It's got physics lab instead. Somebody got irradiated in here? Is that an egg? Is that a... Apparently a single Dragoon got irradiated. I don't know who did it. Like, it was either PJ or G22, I guess. That was interesting. I don't think the AI can tap out in this. No. Yeah, UED mode or EUD mode always makes units that are close to each other glitch out on each other. I don't know what PJ's talking about with these traders, but he's been talking about traders since you joined in, so beats me what he's on about. But good game, PJ. He's got 3 attack on his tanks. He's talking about Space Marine? Like the Warhammer Space Marine game? Ah, T-Pen knows what we're talking about. Horus, why did you betray us? More Warhammer. I know more about Warhammer than I ever have in my entire life, thanks to reading a Warhammer book a week for the last 2 years. And playing Rogue Trader and Space Marine 2. I know way more about Warhammer than I ever did before. Savior Sword says, GG. Well done, everyone. Is Alan Cumming hosting a show on Peacock about Warhammer? That sounds very cool. Oh, the TV show The Traitors. Yeah, my sister loves that show, Psychonauts. Ah, that's what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, she's in love with that show. All the different versions too, because they have like Traitors US and Traitors UK and like Traitors Australia and stuff, right? Like most reality TV shows, they just, you know, show up in other countries at times. Copy the idea. GG! Humans win by unanimous decision in the 5th round. Technical knockout. Wait, technical knockout or unanimous decision? They can't be there the both times, right? Right. Okay. GG's. All right. GG. Man, I gotta go. I gotta go pick up the kids. We're gonna go to the family thing. So I gotta end this thing now. Sorry for the bit shorter stream today by about 30 minutes, but we'll be back tomorrow at noon Eastern with the Saturday stream. Gonna be longer than these ones. We'll try to aim for about 5 hours on that one to make up for today, all right? So thanks for being here. Thanks for having a great stream. Let's raid somebody real fast. We'll call out the people that helped us financially today as well. Ooh, I'm Jim Raya is streaming. Let's hit him up. Sounds wonderful. We'll get that started. And thank you for the resub with Prime Bunk, the super chats from YH and P.4620. We got a tier 1 resub from our Sara guy for 8 months. And that was our support today. So thanks again. Love you all. We will catch you tomorrow. Again, Saturday stream starting at noon Eastern. So, like, tomorrow minus 4 hours is what this is. So, go say hi to Jim Raya for me. Be back tomorrow. Love you all. Bye.